stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Download the KTIK app and we'll always be with you. It's kind of like a tattoo, except with us, there are no regrets. It's got archives of all our shows and interviews, the Bronco Focus, game schedules, and more. Download it to your Apple or Android device. From the RopeBait.com studio, your home of Prater and the Ballgame, Sports Radio, The Ticket, 1350 AM KTIK Napa, Boise, and on 95.3 FM, a Cumulus media station.
Crazy might be one of the emotions, and it's going to be a day filled with them. It's kickoff. It's opening day of the Boise State football season, a really big deal in this town. Welcome to what we hope is your favorite sports talk radio program. This is Idaho Sports Talk. We are Prater and the Ballgame, and you, thankfully, are listening and watching KTIK The Ticket right now. AM, FM radio. We're on our website. That's KTIK.com. Make sure you download our app on your phone. Like and subscribe and follow our YouTube channel, KTIK on YouTube. We are broadcasting this live with the cameras on in the RopePaint.com studio for the next 3 hours, getting you ready for Boise State football. Like, follow, subscribe to what we're doing on social media, and a new time of day. It feels like 3 because you guys, this is just when I go on the air, and it's just 3 o'clock. But it's 12:01 right now. New audience. I'm feeling the flow here. Let's get some calls today. 208-424-9300 is our Taco Bell hotline. My partner in crime, our 6th football season together. This is weird, but I'm digging it already. A 3-hour pregame show, Prater and Ballgame style. Throw in a little Gregor and we're good to go.
I like it. Throw in the whole party. The more the merrier. It's one of those kinds of days. So hundreds of thousands of millions of people watching us on internationally. No, that's not true. But Boise State, South Florida, it's a big game. This is the game we've been talking about for 250 days. It's been a long time since we saw Boise State play Penn State in Glendale. Ballgame and I were there. Ballgame and I are here today bringing you 3 hours of the best pregame show you could possibly have. So I can't wait to get this show fired up. We got in here early today. You've already done a show. It's getting crazy. The YouTube thing. Greg, we're introducing Greg to Game Day Fever around here. It's just a perfectly wonderful game day kind of day, guys.
First time a lot of folks have seen Greg Frank, I would imagine, right?
Is that good or bad?
Across the glass from us, program director. What's up, G?
We did our little Meet the New Guy video segment that I had all my buddies back home watch and get to know you guys a little bit too, but perhaps it is the first time that others have seen this beautiful radio face, as we like to talk about.
Temple's finest, man. Temple Al. Who you guys got this weekend, Temple?
UMass. I got to talk to Bob Beeler about that tomorrow, the former voice.
He will. He'll tell you all about it, man, and he's going to love that. Bob Beeler will also talk about his keys to the game today. We'll do that this hour. Bronco Focus. We'll catch up with Bob Beeler from Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. And it's been a tradition right here on game days. Bob always gives us his keys to the game. And we charted him last year, and he's pretty damn good at these keys to the game. So if Bob says it, it's going to happen, and we're going to get Bob here in a little bit. It's the same kind of show, guys. 3:45, 12:45, Bob Beeler Game Day, Bronco Focus. We're looking forward to that and all kinds of other fun stuff. But, yeah, Bob, straight from Tampa. It looked like a beautiful day this morning in Tampa. I know it's hot. I know it's humid, but I didn't see a threat of a hurricane, so I'm guessing we're playing football today, Ballgame.
Absolutely. We are playing football. I was with BJ on BNN earlier. It was clear skies and the Sunshine State gave me a lot of optimism that at 3:30 Mountain Time, they're going to kick this thing off. I don't want to jinx anything, but the last 2 times, Boise State's been in that climate. They haven't kicked off when they thought they were going to or where they thought they were going to. So hopefully no distractions on this one, and Boise State can get to the season. Like I said, no distractions. Handle USF, and Spencer Danielson at 2 p.m. is going to tell us all about it, Prater. We got Danielson coming on.
Yeah, this is a fun one, and obviously we taped this interview. I don't think he's doing anything live right now, but Johnny and I went down to the Blameyer Football Complex and talked to Spencer Danielson, sat down with him for about 20 minutes right before they jumped on a plane and headed to Tampa. So this is going to be a fun conversation. We're going to attack him with a couple of different questions. We're going to talk about today's game, talk about the season, talk about the expectations. Hell, we'll even talk about Ashton Jeanty, the ghost of a running back that will not go away for a long time, and what he means to the program. It's a pretty fun conversation, guys, and really looking forward to it. So at 2 o'clock today, as Ballgame said, Spencer Danielson, exclusive interview that you've never heard before. Just leading you up, about 90 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah. So far, so good. Not getting the times wrong on the 3 hours back. We haven't made that mistake yet. Let's keep it up.
I know you just jinxed us. My mind is racing with all kinds of time stuff. But
we got it. We got
to figure it out.
17 games today, Mike Prater, 208-424-9300 on the Taco Bell hotline. Hey, Nooners, Lunch Rush. What are your thoughts on the game, on this team? Are you more nervous or excited? Hey, how about what type of season is it going to be? Call us and let us know. Taco Bell hotline is open, and kind of get kind of a feel. It's going to be hungry. I'm getting hungry already, and we got dudes driving around on their lunch hour, probably going to get lunch right now, and like to know what they're doing.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? Give us a call. Let's have some fun today. Yeah. Are you sitting at work figuring out a way to get out a couple of hours early? Do you have the perfect plan? Did you tell the boss, I'm going to go get a sandwich and you're not coming back to the office? Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff. So you guys are creative. You guys are smart. This is the first time you've ever had lunch with Prater in the ball game. We'd love to hear from you in terms of what you guys are doing right now. It's weird for us. It's different for us. It's got to be different for you guys. You guys have been planning for today, just like we've been planning for today for a long time. So hopefully some of you have a plan. Hopefully some of you are scrambling like crazy. That's kind of Prater style, last minute Prater style, and try to get some stuff done. But what the heck are you people doing right now?
Pretty crazy to think about. Where are you? What are you doing? We have our first one, David in Meridian, Taco Bell hotline. David, what's the plan today?
What's up, boys? Hey, I'm working till 5, but I got the earbuds rolling, and I got you guys loud and proud listening, and then until kickoff. And the minute I get home, I'm going to run home and finish the second half of the game live on TV.
I love a man with a plan, and that's beautiful. Now, are you like in a cubicleville where you can kind of sneak the earpods, and listen to the game in peace and private, or you more out in the public setting at work?
No, I'm a parts delivery driver for Napa, so I'm out running around. I got you guys on the radio. When I'm at the shop, I got you in my ear.
Oh, dude, you're the best.
David in Meridian. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And David's a serious trooper. He's like, he's not going anywhere to watch the game. He's like a lot of folks, dude, daddy's got to work today, right? I mean, that does happen for a lot of folks. And I'll just say it right now. I mean, you do sports talk radio in Boise, Idaho for Boise State football. It's why you take this gig. It's what this town is passionate about. This program has drawn nerves and drawn emotions in all types of happy and sad moments for folks in this town, more so than anything else that has anything to do with entertainment. I mean, this is Boise State football. That's what they do in this town. Call the Taco Bell hotline at 208-424-9300. But Prater, that's what this thing is about.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that. But I still think it's just really weird. And I'm not sure the 3:30 on a Thursday, when we first saw that, it was just kind of bizarre. And when the time came out a couple months ago, I know it's part of an ESPN doubleheader, 7 o'clock tonight, Nebraska versus Cincinnati. And that's a little bit different, but it's It's college football today. The reason why all this nonsense is happening in terms of, the conference realignment and television, it's so they can, at least what they say, so we can have better games. Well, if you're going to have better games, you're going to have to expand the window, and that means an ESPN doubleheader starting at 3:30 on a Thursday. And if they invite Boise State to the party, I don't care how weird it is. We're honored to be here. I think it's really cool. It's different. I mean, heck, everybody can start a season at 1:30 on a Saturday. Nobody starts a season at 3:30 on a Thursday.
It never happens, Prater. I mean, it's never happened. It's a weird weekday. A lot of people don't even know it's football season yet because they don't give a rip about week 0 last week. They're waiting for Labor Day week, and that's when the real college football season starts. And all of a sudden, yes, one of 17 games kicks off at 3:30, and it's Boise State.
3 Mountain West teams and 9 Power 4 teams. So most of the games, most of the competition, we happen to think that Boise State, South Florida is the best competitive game out there. Everybody else is kind of, what is San Diego State playing Stony Brook?
Yeah, they are, dude.
Stony Brook?
I didn't know Stony Brook had a football team until I saw that San Diego State is preparing to absolutely destroy them.
That's how I know you guys are from the East Coast.
Right? Yeah, Stony Brook. Is that FCS program?
I believe they're in Long Island. They are in New York.
They are in New York. They are definitely in New York. And I believe Wyoming is at Akron. So, everybody's focused on Boise State, South Florida, as they should be.
Let's get to Seattle. Ken on the line in Seattle. Welcome to Idaho Sports Talk. What you got, man?
I'm just out here getting lunch. I went to work early today because it starts at 2:30 here.
Yeah, it does. What's early for you, bud?
5:30 today.
Oh,
so you're a Boise
State. A little early.
So you're a Boise State fan living in Seattle and
went to U of I. So I'm all over the. I'm all
Vandal. You guys are friends.
Yeah.
We are friends. There's a lot of Vandals in Seattle because Vandals are smart and you got to go somewhere to make all your money.
That's
so
right.
Vandals just pipeline it to Seattle, Mike Prater. Great stuff.
That seems like a shot at Boise. That seems like a shot at the city of Boise.
Boise's catching up. All right.
As for the game, I think I'm more nervous than excited, and I think it's because of just the expectations built from last year. And if they lose today, it just kind of feels like a letdown, even going into the weekend with all the exciting games. So, hoping for a win tonight, so the weekend games are a little bit more enjoyable.
Great stuff. Thanks for checking in all the way up in the great city, the Emerald City of Seattle. What type of season is this going to be? I mean, you guys know this. You follow your team. As a fan, you have a certain level. Even me, who I'm always 10 out of 10 on optimism and excitement. Different teams, Prater, begin different levels of emotion and excitement when you have a bunch of guys coming back, a bunch of new faces. This one. And Boise State, this team, they're one of 11 programs that returned all full-time coaches on their staff. There's continuity here. I would imagine 208-424-9300. The Bronco Nation is feeling pretty good about this team in this season this year. High-level stuff, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, a fan's always going to feel that about their team, no matter what their team is. The game today itself is the pesky one. I think there's a lot of nervous fans because this is certainly not a Stony Brook season opener. This is a real season opener.
Stony Brook.
Although I'm not quite exactly sure why. And I've been saying from day one, like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I think Boise State's going to win this game. I think Boise State's going to cover. I think we've gotten duped, and I don't like feeling duped, but I feel like we've gotten duped in terms of how good South Florida is. And this could very well come back and bite me in the ass, and you guys can beat me up tomorrow. But we've been talking about South Florida for 2, 3, 4 weeks now, guys.
Ugh.
And we've said the name over. We said one name over and over and over again. Ballgame, can you even name a second player on USF's roster?
Byron Brown. I know.
No, I said a second name.
Second player.
A second name.
The wide receiver who's on Bruce Feldman's freak list. His name's escaping me. Jefferson.
My point is, it's a one-man team. It's a one-man team. Ballgame has been studying South Florida, and he can't name anybody on this football team other than one. And I think that's most people out there as well. We've been talking about one stinking player. This is one of the most balanced, one of the most consistent Boise State football rosters I have ever seen in 35 years of covering this team. I think it's loaded across the board. There's some weaknesses, kicker. There's a couple of other things that have some red flags, defensive line depth. But you know what? It's not a perfect football team, but I think it's a damn good football team. And there are rock stars and all conference players all over the place on this football team. And they're playing Central or South Florida, and they got one dude. If Boise State gets beat by one dude, they deserve to lose. I think Boise State's going to beat them today by 10-plus points.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking 31-20-ish type of thing. Alan in Meridian holding on the Taco Bell hotline. I appreciate you holding a while, Alan. What do you know? What do you say?
Yeah, I'm moving today.
Oh,
So we're going to. I was able to convince the wife that about 2:30 we're going to find a sports bar and settle in and cheer on the Broncos.
Nice. I like the sound of that. Day drinking with the Broncos.
moving on game day season opener. I can't think of a bigger buzzkill. Alan, I'm lucky. Hey, you got a cool partner there too. She's saying, hey, yeah, let's take a little moving pit stop. And I would assume, are the Broncos your favorite team, Alan?
Oh, totally. Yeah, long time. Been going to games since the early 70s as a little kid. So,
wow.
Yeah.
See,
up, ready to go.
I happen to love what you're doing. Ballgame is mortified about what you're doing. I can't watch football. I can't watch sports on the couch. As a matter of fact, I haven't sat on my couch at home in 5 years, and I don't like sitting on my couch. I would rather walk around and move, because you can watch the game on your phone. You can listen to it on the radio. It gives you the flexibility. You're out and about moving around. You're not sitting your fat ass on one chair. Dude, I think you've nailed it. I love this setup for you.
Yeah. We're excited. I'm one of those weird guys in the sports bar that'll start the Boise State cheer and another first down, all that crap. So I love going and having a good time.
Appreciate the call, Alan. Taco Bell hotline. Jackson, let's get to Eagle. Jackson on the line. Jackson, tell us, give us the loop. It's 12:15 in the afternoon. We're never on the air at this time. How are you getting ready for this game?
Just finished up class over at Boise State, driving home, gonna make some grilled chicken and drink a few cold ones.
Oh, yeah! That's what you call a home run right there. I love that. What kind of class do you teach?
Absolutely. Oh, no, I'm at Boise State.
Oh, you're a student. You're a student.
Correct.
Are you a young student, a veteran student?
He's asking if you're 21.
I'm 26.
Okay.
I'm old.
I love it.
He's a non-traditional. I love it.
Did you intentionally try to not have a Friday or Thursday class at the time of the game, or are you skipping class today?
Oh, I'm one and done today. I looked at the schedule before the season started. And I was like, yep, Thursday game. Yeah, no class.
You are the man.
You know, that's, and I'm totally okay with this. Thank you, Jackson, on the Taco Bell hotline. If you're a football school, and I think Boise State is a football school,
absolutely
own it. Be a football school. Part of the reason you go to Boise State is because they have a kick-ass football team. Well, you're going to look at the schedule and adjust around that a little bit. Yeah, have a philosophy. Stick to it, guys. We got a lot to get to today. A pregame show, Prater and the Ballgame style. What are you doing? Let us know. Gosh, make us hungry. People are getting food right now. Jealous, Prater.
I forgot about lunch.
I was hungry an hour ago when we had our meeting. Now I'm more hungry.
All right. See you in a couple minutes. Prater on the Ballgame, KTIK, the ticket.
The Cloverdale Plumbing text line is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, even holidays. If you have something to say, text us at 208-424-9300.
It's the final day of the month. Time to save serious cash by shopping for a new ride at Treasure Valley Subaru. Mike Prater here, and the highly popular Shrink the Size promotion means Treasure Valley Subaru will shrink your interest rate by 1 full percent. Subaru already has some of the lowest interest rates around, but Treasure Valley Subaru is going one step deeper by cutting that rate by a full percent. Got a 1.9% interest rate? Treasure Valley Subaru will make it 0.9% for the rest of the month. Got 0.9%? They'll drop it to 0. That means you can drive home a 2025 Subaru Outback with 0% financing, or shrink the rate by 1% on Crosstreks, Foresters, Ascents, and more. Offer ends Monday. Buy your new Subaru at Treasure Valley Subaru during Labor Day weekend, or as they like to call it for dog lovers, Labrador weekend. Shrink the size of your rate only at Treasure Valley Subaru, home to the Idaho Center Pre-Owned Superstore and Treasure Valley Trucks, together on one giant lot at the Idaho Center Auto Mall and online at TreasureValleySubaru.com.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we give our students credit where credit is due. Credit for deciding in the middle of rush hour traffic to go back and get their bachelor's and a promotion. Credit for managing 3 kids, 2 dogs, and a full-time job to pursue an MBA. And credit for serving in the military by day so they can study cybersecurity at night. For over 75 years, we've been helping students receive the credit they deserve. With more than 135 degrees and certificates, students at UMGC can use prior learning or relevant experience to earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's, and graduate students can transfer up to 12 credits toward their master's. At UMGC, you'll find everything from online to hybrid courses and lifetime career services to scholarship opportunities, making your education journey flexible, fast, and affordable. No application fee if you apply by September 3rd. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
This is Pete Cavender for the Spa and Sauna team at Snake River Pool and Spa. As a former Boise State Bronco offensive lineman, I sure wish I discovered Snake River Pool and Spa years ago. They offer so much every day with world-class wellness, including a wide range of infrared and traditional saunas and cold plunges. Now that's refreshing. If Boise State trusts Snake River Pool and Spa for their aquatic needs, shouldn't you? Snake River Pool and Spa. They make it easy to take it easy in Boise, Nampa, Meridian, Twin Falls, and now open in Haley.
Do you need new tires on your vehicle? Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center.
Potholes, nails, curbs, or just wear and tear. There's a ton of reasons for needing new tires, and a new set isn't cheap. But Don'tBeBroke.com can help. At Dollar Loan Center, a signature loan up to $5,000 is easy. You don't need a checking account or collateral, and we fund quick to get you back on the road. And unlike tire shops, we give new customers their first week's interest free. Stop by one of our 60 locations, apply over the phone with a real person, or online at don'tbebroke.com from the comfort of your smartphone.
Dollar Loan Center.
Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Licensed by the Idaho Department of Finance. Subject to approval. Limitations may apply. See website for details.
Since 1909, Drake Mechanical has been the Treasure Valley's trusted name in plumbing, gas piping, and air conditioning. From burst pipes to broken ACs, we're here 24/7 for your emergencies. Fast, reliable, and always on call. Visit drakemech.com. That's drakemech.com for service you can count on. Drake Mechanical, the home of the true 24-hour service.
Drake Mechanical. Experience you can trust. Just look for the guys in the big yellow trucks.
The fans are rocking on Idaho Sports Talk. It's another sellout in the RowPaint.com studio. Just ask Greg Frank. He'll tell you all about it.
Prater in the Ballgame special edition. I know you're used to hearing what is about Rich Eisen about right now, but nope. You got Johnny Ballgame, my partner, Mike Prater, Greg Frank, across the glass from us, taking you till 3 o'clock with kickoff at 3:30. I know a lot of you guys are getting that lunch hour on, and we simply asked you tons of texts. We're opening up the Taco Bell hotline too. Like, how are you navigating today? Did you go to work? Did you get it off early? What else are we asking there, Prater?
Just anything. It's lunch. It's different. It's weird. Prater and Ballgame are talking to you during lunch hour. You're in the drive-through line getting your sandwich, and it's just different. But it reflects the perfect reality of the day. Boise State kicking off a season at 3:30 on a Thursday. I think it's kind of fun. It's if you kicked off every season at 1:30 on a Saturday, and of course Boise State has to do it back east, back in the South, season opener on the road again. By the way, the next 3 games, the next 3 seasons, Boise State will continue to open up on the road.
3 more?
3 more.
Ugh.
Boise State opens up at Oregon next year. After that, they open up at Appalachian State. They got to go all the way to the East Coast of North Carolina. And then they just drop off themselves into the Midwest a little bit with Cincinnati, Ohio for the next one. So I think it's like 473 consecutive college football seasons that Boise State opens up on the road. And most of those have been in hurricane country in the humid South. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But it is what it is. Today, they just have to focus on the one game. Maybe Jeremiah Dickey can fix that schedule. Oh, by the way, in 2029, they're scheduled to open the season at home against Cincinnati.
Guys, I was feeling a little nostalgic today. It feels like for me, the first day of March Madness. That Thursday, everybody's trying to get out of work or school to watch the game. It's the same day of the week. Everybody's excited. Everybody's got hope for the season. Just how you got hope for your bracket on that first day of March Madness. And then it blows up in flames at the end of the first wave of games. Hopefully that's not the case here for Boise State, and they get a win down in Tampa.
Levi, Taco Bell Hotline. Levi in Meridian. Appreciate you holding through the break. Levi, what's the plan for you today? How you getting out of this? How are you watching this sucker?
Hey, fellas, how we doing?
Doing well, bud. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, looking forward to the game. Just going to probably watch it at home, but I had a comment about what Prater said as far as the opponent in South Florida. You know, I think it's hard to always know what an opponent's going to be like in the first game of the year, especially one you don't see often. But more than anything, you know, I think the bigger opponent's going to be, you know, that travel all the way across the country to the South this time of year when the humidity is 1,000%. It's not an easy thing to do. And yeah, you know, with BSU fans being a little bit nervous, we don't have Ashton Genty this year, but I think we've shored up and are better in a lot of other areas at other defensive positions, especially. And I'm looking forward to a good game. I think BSU should definitely win, but yeah, that travel and that humidity can really take it out of you and makes a bigger factor than I think people realize.
Appreciate the call,
Yeah,
Levi.
Yeah, I agree. Although the track record that tells you that Boise State's been able to handle it pretty well. So they score a lot of points when they go to the South. They usually win football games when they go to the South. They've dealt with everything from hurricanes to storms to lightning going to the South, delays. They've moved stadiums, they moved cities, and they've been able to handle it all. So, you know, you can sit and prepare all you want. And Boise State did 4 Inferno practices in fall camp. They've never done 4 Inferno practices. They did a lightning, weather, rain delay practice as well. So I thought that was a little bit different. They've prepared for this. That doesn't mean they're going to be prepared at 3:30. I think that's absolutely a factor. I think that's a smart point. It's been talked about a little bit, but at the end of the day, it shouldn't be a deciding factor.
Prater, you mentioned those Inferno practices. We didn't get to go.
I was 0 for 4, and I was very upset for that.
So we have to wait until next year.
We have to wait for next year to that. Yep.
If they even do it next year.
No, there won't be another Inferno this year.
Not this year. No, he's talking about next year.
Yeah,
and would there be one next year? Do they play somebody really in the humidity in August or
Boone,
September?
North Carolina?
I guess.
No, next year their only road trips are Oregon and Western Michigan.
2 years.
So I'm not going to get the Inferno experience until 2027. That's what
Craig, you're not going to miss that, brother. No,
You
I
are
don't
gonna
think
miss
so,
that.
but
No, they're awesome. They're awesome. Don't
Prater
miss the
loves
ball
them.
game. They're perfect. They're wonderful.
it's so hot in there, man. And
Oh,
once
it
you
should
go
be.
outside and it's like 98, it feels like it's 77 because the Inferno practice is so
the best 98
stinking.
degrees you've ever been in.
Prater lost 7 pounds in an hour.
Exactly.
Just sweating Prater fat and Prater juice just onto the turf there
Now we just lost half our
at
listeners.
that facility too. Oh, and now we're about to get a bunch of them back. Prater, bigger factor. USF just might be good or dadgum at that climate thing again.
A little bit of both. I don't think USF is as good as advertised, and I don't think you have to be prepared. You have to be aware of the climate, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to be a difference maker as well. So
Yeah, great stuff. 208-424-9300. Hope you have your phones handy. We're doing it 3 times, and we're going to start right now. Caller number 15. We're going to bring you on and get you qualified. It's touchdowns for tickets time. Caller number 15, you will have an opportunity to qualify to win Boise State season tickets this year. A pair of them. Greg Frank, we need a caller number 15. We're coming back with touchdowns for tickets. It's a special pregame show edition of Idaho Sports Talk. Prater on the Ballgame. You're listening to KTIK, The Ticket.
This is Idaho Sports Talk with Prater and the Ballgame on 95.3 FM, 1350 AM, and always streaming on the KTIK app.
It's 3 hours until another Boise State football game. Sponsored by Chicago Connection Pizza. Serving deep dish pizza, Chicago Connection has been a Treasure Valley tradition for 43 years. Tailgating or watching at home? Chicago Connection. It's how you want your pizza.
At Morgan Jewelers, we make the impossible possible.
That's a strong statement, Taylor.
But it's true, bro. Okay, example? Yeah, we offer our own in-house financing. So as long as you have a job, we can approve you to get the diamond piece or the engagement ring you really want. Ooh, good example. Yours today, a year to pay. It's been our family's commitment since 1914. I suppose we do make the impossible possible.
Find the location nearest you at morganjewelers.com.
Football is in the air, and there's no better place to celebrate your favorite college or pro team than the Ram Restaurant and Brewery. Celebrate the start of our college football season right with a tailgate party August 28th with a $5 burger, brat, and beer party on the patio at the Boise Ram location. And when your favorite pro team plays, there are specials at the Ram. Thursday is $5 pint day and extended happy hour from 3 to close. Saturday and Sunday features a pitcher of beer and either a one-topping pizza, full order of wings, or full order of nachos for just $16. And for football Monday nights, happy hour is from 3 p.m. to close. The Ram Restaurant and Brewery, 709 East Park Boulevard in Boise and 3272 East Pine in Meridian. See the menu and the award-winning beers at theram.com.
Friday morning at 9, log on to KTIK.com and click the Sweet Deals banner. Get $50 to spend at the Ram in Boise, and it only costs you $25. This sweet deal goes on sale Friday at 9 a.m. at KTIK.com.
Prater in the ball game. Oh, that music gets me excited, Prater.
No doubt about it.
I love it. Touchdowns for tickets. Congratulations, Taco Bell Hotline. Steve in Boise gets through. Steve in Meridian, sorry again. Steve in Meridian gets through, and he has the opportunity to potentially become a Boise State season ticket holder with 2 season tickets. Steve, I mean, is this bigger than the game for you now?
Well, I won these 2 years ago, and so I am pumped, man.
So he knows he won season tickets from this thing 2 years ago. We do this, we have a bunch of winners this year too, Prater.
And Steve, when you won 2 years ago, I'm assuming you took advantage of it, went to every game. It was like a life-changing experience.
Oh, absolutely. We were right in the wedge there on the north side. It was awesome.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get you qualified, Steve. We have 5 folks who are already qualified. Let's see if we can get to 6. We're taking you back to Boise State, San Jose State last year. Bob Beeler on the call. Greg's going to play the clip. We're going to pause it halfway through, Steve, come back to you and ask you, yes or no, does this play end in a touchdown? If you guess right, you're qualified. If you guess wrong, you're going to have to keep calling and keep playing and try to qualify again. Steve, how's that sound?
Let's do this.
All right, Greg, roll it.
Boise State now at the San Jose State 17 on the march. Madsen under center. Genty the lone back. Fake it to Genty. Madsen in the pocket. Left side. Throws it to Louder. Made the catch. Missed tackle.
Good one. Oh, good one, Bob Beeler. Oh, that's a tough one. Steve and Meridian, yes or no?
I'm going with my boy Lauder to take it to the house.
Boise State now at the San Jose State 17 on the march. Madsen under center. Genty the lone back. Fake it to Genty. Madsen in the pocket. Left side. Throws it to Louder. Made the catch. Missed tackle. To the 10, to the 5. He's into the end zone. Woo! Touchdown, Matt Louder.
Yeah! That's how you qualify. Touchdowns for tickets, Steve. Well done.
That's awesome.
Hey, Steve, stay on the line. Greg Frank's got some info he has to get from you. That's always good in radio when they tell you to, hey, stay on the line. We have to get more info. That means we're giving you stuff or getting information. Steve joins the club. Hey, guys, we're going to play that game again in hour number 2 and then again in hour number 3. And tomorrow when we're at Banbury Golf Course, we're going to play 3 more times again for them too.
By the way, tomorrow at Banbury Golf Course, we're doing a live show tomorrow from Banbury Golf Course. You guys can feel free to stop down. We're there to talk about the restaurant, their new performance center. And, oh, by the way, we're figuring out details. Well, we're going to release them to you sometime before tomorrow's show, but we're also giving away a pair of tickets to the Boise State season opener against Eastern Washington tomorrow. So that's just a freebie bonus. Get used to it. It's going to happen a lot this season.
Yeah, we have a bunch of tickets to give away to you guys for every single game. So if you're not going to win these season tickets, that sucks. Maybe you'll win some single game tickets. All you have to do, it's so easy. You just listen to Mike Prater and Johnny Ballgame. Well, Greg Frank, Idaho Sports Talk, and Noon to 3. I'm kind of digging this time slot. Would you guys prefer Prater in the ball game do noon to 3 every day, and we go 3 to 6, whatever? We'll give that to Gelb or something, man. Would you guys prefer this? Be kind of funny. Here's another question I wanted to ask everybody too, and you can text and you can keep calling. We'll keep the Taco Bell hotline open all day. When you first started watching, following, loving, liking Boise State football, who was the head coach? Who was your head coach when you started following this program? For me, it was Dan Hawkins. Just missed Dirk. Hawk came in. Prater, I don't know where you go back, but every single listener, Boise State's had a lot of head coaches, and usually it's based on kind of how old you are or when you moved here, but pretty cool deal. And there's no right or wrong answer here. Like, who's the head coach when you started whatever relationship you have right now with this football program that has absolutely delivered the moment after moment for this fan base in college football history. So think about that. We're going to talk about it throughout this program. We got you till 3 p.m. leading you up till kickoff. Until then, Greg, Frank, give us the news.
Sports Radio 95.3, The Ticket.
Update brought to you by Hillcrest Floral. Hillcrest Floral has been voted Boise's best florist. See what they can do for you by visiting hillcrestfloral.net. No matter the occasion, you can always send someone flowers, and Hillcrest Floral will handle everything from helping you select the perfect bouquet to the daily delivery service they provide. hillcrestfloral.net. Okay, let's begin with some scheduling stuff. 17 games on the card today in FBS college football. Boise State, of course, kicking off in less than 3 hours now in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium against the South Florida Bulls. 2 other Mountain West games in action tonight. One of them will be going off shortly after the Boise State game kicks off. That one being Wyoming visiting Akron. That is a 5 o'clock Mountain Time kick. And then out in Southern California, you guys mentioned it earlier, it's the Stony Brook Seawolves, I believe.
Whoa!
Yeah.
The Stony Brook. So are there Seawolves in Long Island?
That's a good question.
Is this sea wolf again like a jackalope? Is it one of those made up animals?
That's the point.
Is a sea wolf a jackalope? I mean, a seahawk is kind of like a jackal. There's no such thing there's no pure breed of seahawk.
I'd be pretty embarrassed.
It doesn't exist.
It's one thing if a Pioneer League baseball team is a made up animal.
Paddlehead.
But if your
jackalope
college nickname, like you're an alum of Stony Brook and you're a sea wolf and it doesn't even exist.
My guess is they were once a Native American name, got too offensive, so they had to come up with something like the Nighthawks or the Dragons or the Sea Wolves. It's kind of what folks do. So, I don't know Stony Brook. They make the tournament in basketball about once every 15 years, and you laugh at them, Stony Brook, and then you move on. But no, San Diego State is playing them tonight in football,
yes,
Mike Prater.
They are.
And I'm going to watch.
8 o'clock Mountain kick.
I'll be watching.
I don't think it's on TV.
That's a
Mountain West Network.
Yeah, now you're really being a nerd.
Mountain West Network.
Following Boise State and South Florida, it is Nebraska visiting Cincinnati to cap off the ESPN doubleheader. So those are kind of the highlighters, but a total of 17 games on the college football card today.
I want 2 things out of today. Actually, I want 3. I want a very successful, very, very active, very, very emotional, passionate Bronco game night tonight when Ballgame and I take over on KBOI and take your phone calls after Boise State wins. That's about 8 o'clock. Number 2, I want Boise State to kick South Florida's ass, and I think that's exactly going to happen. And number 3, I'm kind of contradicting myself here. I was saying let's go into like 9 overtimes. So the people in Nebraska, because this is an ESPN doubleheader. So if Boise State, South Florida cut into Nebraska, Cincinnati into because it happens to Boise State all the time. Let's return the favor. Boise State's actually playing the first game of a doubleheader, not the second game of a doubleheader. Let's make this game go like 5 hours. And Cincinnati and Nebraska, they only get to see the second half of their game on ESPN.
That's fine by me. Nebraska is like my least favorite team in the country now, and maybe it's a me problem, and that's okay. But I can't handle how Dylan Raiola imitates Patrick Mahomes. Like, it bugs me to the core. He walks like him. He dresses like him. He throws like him. He moves like him. Have you guys noticed this? I mean, it's everywhere. Watch Nebraska, you guys, and be like, wait, why? That's not Pat. He just does everything. He mimics Patrick Mahomes.
Some of that is because everyone says he's like a Mahomes clone.
Yeah, well,
So why wouldn't he?
That's why they say it. I think as he started doing it, it just annoys the hell out of me. Maybe that's a me problem.
I got to go back to something Prater said though. He wants a blowout, but then he also wants 9 overtimes so that we can screw Cincinnati and Nebraska.
I definitely contradicted myself there, but
I just had to catch that. All right, and we're mixing in some little Boise State nuggets over the course of the updates. The game today against South Florida is the first time since 2014 that they've played on the state. August 28th, 2014, they played Ole Miss, which was the earliest game in program history at the time when it took place. And they have played a total of 11 games in August. 4 of the last 5 August games have been on the road. And really, it's 5 of the last 5 because the one that wasn't was a neutral site game against Ole Miss. So you had to travel quite a ways to the Georgia Dome for this Chick-fil-A kickoff game. So a lot of games, as we talked about, a lot of games on the road in the Southeast in August. In total, in those 11 games, they are 7-4. So
nice.
Some good history there.
Nice. I like that.
On the side of Boise State. That's a look at the news brought to you by Hillcrest Floral.
What type of year do you think Boise State's going to have in football? Like, you're a fan. You love this. What are you expecting? How do they meet your expectations? Text 208-424-9300 and let us know on the Cloverdale Plumbing text line. Bob Beeler, he's calling this game tonight on our sister station KBOI with Pete Cavender. He joins us next for Bob Beeler's 4 keys to a Boise State victory over USF tonight. Prater and I are going to take you down a memory road to about NFL stadiums. Do you guys have one favorite memory of Boise State in an NFL stadium? And think deep on this. Don't give me a statue here or a Liberty there.
I like that. I like that ball game, but at the same time, we were doing research for this. The obvious stat kind of flew over my head. I didn't realize, connecting the dots, that Boise State's first ever game in an NFL stadium was the first Fiesta Bowl.
06. They never played in an NFL venue before that. Greg Frank, that's got to even surprise you. What?
Well, yes and no. You guys know how many years were they in the WAC after they moved up from
10, 12, 11,
okay, so
10, 11, 12.
And I guess that was the only game as a WAC member that they were in the NFL. So basically for 10 years, they played one game.
Well, here's my beat. They never went to San Diego. They never played Qualcomm. They never played the Aztecs before 06. Well, San Diego State was always Mountain West. Boise State was always WAC, Big West. They did not become but that I would have thought the first NFL stadium that team played in was Qualcomm, where the Chargers played, because the San Diego State Aztecs played in front of a lot of empty audiences there
and
over the years.
They always have those bowls out there, right? The Holiday Bowl is in an NFL stadium, I think.
Boise State did play in a Holiday Bowl or a Poinsettia Bowl, but that was 08. That would have been after 06.
Okay.
Wow. Good stuff. That's why you listen to Idaho Sports Talk. Let's have some fun and get some keys to the game on KTIK The Ticket.
Bronco Focus is next, sponsored by Greylock.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-548-6839. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can raise information. Call 800-548-6839. 800-548-6839. 800-548-6839.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results vary. Consult with your tax professional prior to enrollment.
Enjoy a great weekend of baseball as your Boise Hawks take on the Missoula Paddleheads for the final 3 games of the season. A weekend of fireworks and family fun with the Saturday night concert series in the Garden at Memorial Stadium starting at 5:45 p.m. featuring pregame concert with Dylan Anatok and happy hour drink specials. Sunday is Albertsons Kids Club Day and Dollar Dog Day. $1 hot dogs all game long. Summer baseball at its best. Your Boise Hawks. The best family fun. Play ball.
It's the first home football game of the season, Friday night, September 5th, and you can watch the game in style at both Sturman's locations. Sturman's Wine and Cigars on Chinden, Sturman's Eagle, complete with a full bar, both with walk-in humidors, beautiful indoor-outdoor spaces, and multiple TVs. Think about it. Big game football, the home opener right here in Boise, with drinks, cigars, patios, and misters, with you, your friends, your family, and football. Sturman's, with 2 wonderful locations, a proud member of our community and a proud supporter of local sports.
Are you purchasing or leasing a new vehicle and need some extra cash for a down payment? Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center.
Getting a new vehicle is always expensive. Down payment, registration, insurance, title, and tags, it never ends. But Don'tBeBroke.com can help. At Dollar Loan Center, you can get a signature loan up to $5,000, and you get your money the same day. Actually, you usually get it in around 30 minutes. It's that quick. And unlike your car loan, less than perfect credit is the norm at DLC. Stop by one of our 60 locations. Apply over the phone with a real person or online at don'tbebroke.com from the comfort of your smartphone.
Dollar Loan Center.
Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Licensed by the Idaho Department of Finance. Subject to approval. Limitations may apply. See website for details.
This is Bronco Focus with the voice of Boise State Athletics, Bob Beeler. Sponsored by Greylock, advancing cabinet manufacturing through automation and innovation on Sports Radio 95.3, The Ticket.
A game day edition of Bronco Focus. How cool is this going to be? Bob going to be on the air, KBOI, with Pete at kickoff in just a couple of hours. It's crazy it's so close. Bob Beeler, love bringing you on with your keys to the game. How's it going there in Tampa, Bob?
Well, it's been an odd week because we left on a Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. We went to the stadium. It felt like a Friday all day yesterday to me, knowing the game was coming up today. Team's been here. They practiced yesterday, get used to the heat, the humidity, getting set with the time zone, kind of an odd starting time today, 5:30 time, 3:30 Mountain time. So kind of a weird opener in that respect. Another NFL stadium, and I think it's going to be a good job.
Yeah, feels like it, Bob. I know Boise State fans, some super confident, some super nervous. Hopefully you can ease that a little bit, those nerves, with Bob Beeler's keys to the game. What's number one, Bob?
Number one. I have to go on the defensive side of the ball for my number one key, and it's stopping the run, and that especially includes quarterback Byron Brown. Last year, he played in 4 games. Backup quarterback played in the rest of the season, but when they ran the ball, they won. They averaged 265 yards on the ground in the games they won. They averaged 75 in the games they lost. So to me, stopping the run, that's Brown first. The running backs, Norton along with Franklin, those are the other 2 guys that are both transfers. You stop in second. Have concerns. They've got 4 offensive line back. They added a transfer for their 5th. So they will have a pretty formidable front up front for the ball. I'm going to give you a couple things to think about. 2 losses last year for Boise State guys. An opponent's running back ran for 100 yards. Jordan James, Oregon, had 102. His longest was 12. Javon Allen at Penn State, 134. His longest was 23. And you say, well, that doesn't sound bad. But that tells me that they're moving the sticks for positive yards. They gave up 3 other 100-yard running backs, or 100-yard runners. Anthony Hankerson from Oregon State had 110. That was in a Bronco win. He had 83 on one play. Malik Williams in the regular season game at UNLV had 105. He's a quarterback, but he had 1 for 71 yards. So, you might give up 1 long run for a touchdown, but what you really need to shut down are a lot of the 10 and 15-yard runs. And I think that's the number one key to the game.
Hey, Bob, we've heard a lot this week about tempo, the fast-paced tempo that USF brings. The one stat that I haven't looked up, and maybe you have it close to your head or your information right there. What is the run-pass ratio? Are they 50, 60? How do they break up these plays?
Well, for USF last year, they did have more yardage, 228 yards a game. That was through the air, 80 on the ground. Again, maybe a little skewed because of the fact that Brown only played in 3.5 games before he got hurt. I think that both of these teams want to run the ball first. I think that USF, they want to speed you up. They will throw the ball if they think that there's an opportunity there, especially if you're not set up. But you also might not be set up against the ground. Again, tempo goes in all with this. If you're not set up, not ready to go, you're not stopping the run, Prater. So I think it's kind of all kind of tied together, stopping the front, stopping Brown, getting off the field so they can clear you out.
Number two.
Follow me on this one. You got to win the quarterback battle. And it's not as simple as looking at yards or looking at number of touchdowns that somebody actually scores. You want to grade them based on playing within themselves and what each team is expecting out of their quarterback. Brown last year had a decent season, but not a great season. The year before, when he played the full season, he had 70% of their total offense. He has a string of 180 straight passes without an interception. He needs to be their guy. He has to have those kind of numbers, both throwing the ball and running the ball, for USF to win the game. And we will judge him on it. His record is 9-10 as a starter. Maddox Madsen is 13-2 as a starter. Now, here's a couple things from last year. He played 14 games. 8 times he completed better than 65% of the passes. But 6 times he was under 60%. He had all 6 interceptions all of last year, but had 3 against Penn State. In 9 of the games, he threw 25 passes or more and did not throw a pick. I also want to know what Madsen's going to do on third down. Boise State was 49.5% last year on third down. And then I want to see him pile up the time of possession. I want time of possession to be painful for USF. And he also needs to get Boise State in the end zone last year. 73% of the time they got inside the red zone, they scored touchdowns. And I'll leave you with one more. I want to see Maddox Madsen get Boise State to 31 points. Last year they averaged 37, so I'm not even looking for last year's average. But when USF in the 2 years under Coach Golish gives up 31 or more, they are 1-9. 31, magic number for the Bronco offense.
Great stat, Bob Beeler on the call. Pete Cavender, KBOI, 3:30 Mountain Time kickoff. Bob, yeah, if you think about that, maybe you could say who wins the matchup of quarterbacks wins this game, or maybe not. If Mad Dog just kind of operates how Boise State is used to him operating, sounds like he does that and they can score 31 less than their average last year. They're going to put themselves in a pretty good position to win.
Number 3.
Number 3 is turnovers. Boise State last year only forced 16 turnovers. That's low. USF was 13th in the country. They forced 25 turnovers. USF was a +7. Boise State was a +4 thanks to the fact they were stingy. They only had 12 and 14 games, but if you subtract out the 4 they had to Penn State, they only had 8 turnovers in 13 games this season. USF, when they're plus on the turnover last year, they were 5-1. When they were minus, they were 2-5. And when they had turnovers themselves, 2 or more turnovers they give away in the 2 seasons under Coach Golish, 2-11. But when they have 1 or less turnovers, they're 12-1. Balls take funny bounces in the opening week of the season. I think Boise State needs to be plus. I'd sign for a 0-0 turnover game, but you can't be minus in this game. Don't give them an extra possession.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Bob. I definitely want to see the plus side. And I go back to Byron Brown. The one name that they keep bringing up, I'm not sure USF even has other football players. The only name I've heard is the quarterback, Byron Brown, over and over and over again. And the last time he played a full season was in 23. He threw 26 touchdowns. That's not bad. 11 picks in 13 games. I think this guy can be turnover prone. I think the State's defensive backfield is very, very hungry to start the season with some fresh interceptions, Bob.
I agree with you. I think the secondary is going to be one of the biggest improvements position group for Boise State, and hopefully they can get a couple here to start the season.
Number 4.
I think you got to win the special teams battle. In the 2 games Boise State lost, they lost the special teams battle. They missed 2 field goals against Penn State, and against Oregon, they gave up an 85-yard punt return for a touchdown and a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Special teams can be an equalizer. USF top 35 last year in both kick and punt returns. Nico Gramatica, father played for Tampa Bay. The Bucks 3-5 on field goals last year. He was the kicking specialist from long. All 5 of his attempts were over 50 yards. Again, he made 3. He's going to be the field goal kicker for everything this year. And where he needs to be countered by is Boise State free agent Malik Sherrod from Fresno State. He's going to be handling both kick and punt returns. They need to Boomer back to the form he showed early in his his UCF career when he was 14 and 15 and 22 and made 4 of 4 against Boise State in 23. And to me, the biggest mystery is Josh Doyle, who's taking over Ferguson Reynolds at the punting spot. Last year, Boise State was just 38.2 yards net punting, which is not good at all. That needs to be a little bit better. But I think Boise State needs to win the special teams today to win the game.
All right, Bob, 3:30, yourself, Pete Cavender on the call. We will take over for you following your post-game show with Bronco Game Night. Bob, here's to another year broadcasting Boise State football, my friend.
Let's hope that we have another championship, get their first 3-peat in the Mountain West, first 3-peat since they were in the WAC, and a return to the college football playoff would be the cherry on top.
Great stuff. Appreciate you, Bob Beeler. Prater, that's year 18 for Bob Beeler. He starts tonight.
Wow, that's a big number, and it's gone fast. And it's been a very successful era under Bob Beeler. We're going to give him all the credit in the world.
We will be taking over for Bob Beeler tonight after his call for Bronco Game Night. That also on KBOI, so we want you to call in for that show as well.
I don't know if he's listening, but you said 18. Now I just have to do this and make Bob feel old.
Greg.
When he started calling games for Boise State, I was 12 years old.
I'm playing a Little League baseball.
I had to say that.
That's funny, man.
We love you, Bob.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hey, Boise State in NFL stadiums. Have you ever seen Boise State play in an NFL stadium? Which one was it? What was your ultimate takeaway from that? Prater said, yeah, and oddly, the very first time Boise State played in an NFL stadium was the 06 season, the 07 Fiesta Bowl. That first Fiesta Bowl, which hooked a lot of you forever. You watched that football, you watched that game, and you said, you know what? Okay, till the day I die, that's my team. That's it. And another season for you starts tonight. And how about season tickets? Anybody interested in Boise State season tickets this year? Well, if you are, call 208-424-9300. Let's play touchdowns for tickets. Getting you qualified. 208-424-9300. Greg Frank, we need caller number 15. We're coming back talking Boise State and NFL stadiums and some touchdowns for tickets. Guys, until 3 o'clock. Right over the ballgame, KTI, get the ticket.
Sports Radio 95.3 FM and 1350 AM. The Ticket.
It's the first home football game of the season, Friday night, September 5th. And you can watch the game in style at both Sturman's locations. Sturman's Wine and Cigars on Chinden. Sturman's Eagle, complete with a full bar. Both with walk-in humidors, beautiful indoor-outdoor spaces, and multiple TVs. Think about it. Big game football, the home opener right here in Boise, with drinks, cigars, patios, and misters with you, your friends, your family, and football. Sturman's, with 2 wonderful locations, a proud member of our community and a proud supporter of local sports.
From the RoadBait.com studio, your home of Prater and the Ballgame. Radio 95.3 FM, Cumulus Media Station.
This hour sponsored by Ada County Paramedics. Emergencies are scary, but with Vital Ride, your ambulance bill won't be. 1-year membership, only $75, and covers your entire household. After your insurance kicks in, most members owe nothing. See adacountyparamedics.org and click Vital Ride.
Boise State, no stranger to an NFL stadium, and that's got to be a cool experience for players and coaches. I mean, even like a guy like Nate Potter, he's like, oh, yeah, I remember playing an NFL game here with the Arizona Cardinals, if he had, and whatever the NFL stadium have been. Have any of you guys ever been to a Boise State road game in an NFL stadium? Maybe it's a Fiesta Bowl, maybe it's something else, and some memories right there, but Prater, Boise State will check one off the list today, Raymond James Stadium. And I guess Boise State fan maybe hope you never play in this stadium again?
Ooh, good question.
When would they?
Yeah, and why would you? You know, certainly you don't want to go back. South Florida, by the way, is scheduled to come back to Boise the back half of this deal.
When are they coming back? Like 2036?
It's the home in 27. It's the home opener in 27 after a road game to open the season at Appalachian State as the schedule sets right now. So the Bulls will be coming back to Boise in a couple of years. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I don't suspect Boise State should ever go back to Tampa for another game. This will be the 7th NFL stadium that Boise State has played in. Glendale, San Diego, the old San Diego one. The Commander Stadium, which FedEx Field, I believe is what it's called. Atlanta, maybe a couple of different stadiums in Atlanta, the old Georgia Dome, and then the new Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and then SoFi Stadium, and then Las Vegas. Those are the stadiums that Boise State's played in, the NFL stadiums. Their overall record in NFL stadiums, and that tends to make me think that that's a big game. Am I wrong, Ballgame? If you're playing in an NFL stadium, even today, it's a regular season game, but it's a big game. Boise State is 9-5 in those big games, so that's a pretty good success story. And as you said, it all started with that game against Oklahoma, that original Fiesta Bowl.
Wow. That is interesting to put it into perspective right there, Prater. And by the way, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium opened in 2017. So Boise State yet to play in that Atlanta venue.
Both of them in the dome.
There. So they were both in the original Georgia Dome there.
They're Boise State's 3-1 in Glendale. You know the first three. You know what happened last time that Boise State played. By the way, this is the second time that Boise State played back-to-back games in NFL stadiums. Penn State game last year, and then obviously, as you pointed out, the TCU bowl game, Kellen Moore's last game, and then the Virginia, no, not his last game,
no, his first bowl game.
His first bowl game, that's right, and then the Virginia Tech opener in 2010. So there were some back-to-back games. Boise State won both of those. But Boise State's 3-1 in Glendale. They're 2-2 in old Qualcomm's Jack Murphy Stadium back in the day for you old timers. 1-0 in Washington Stadium, 1-1 in Atlanta, 0-1 in SoFi, and then a very, very glorious 2-0 in Allegiant Stadium.
2-0 in Allegiant Stadium. That is a good one. You're right there, Prater.
What stadium drove the best crowd of Boise State? Probably Glendale.
Yes, 100%.
Because it's a Fiesta Bowl.
It's always a big game,
and
right?
It's a sellout, and it's a tough ticket, and that's the game to go to. And there was a decade in between Fiesta Bowl trips. Last year, people were like, no, we got to get down there. Plus, it was the Genty season, special in that regard. Typically, guys, I'm not a fan of this whole NFL stadium thing, although it would be a cool experience because the crowds, I don't even think they're selling a ticket for the upper.
But that's okay.
You're okay with that? I mean,
I'm definitely okay with that.
It'll be 23,000 people in a stadium with no upper bowl. I'm a little nervous that the optics of this thing are going to look a little cheesy, McGillicuddy.
No, because the TV kind of covers for that. They don't show the upper bowl that much. So,
okay.
I mean, I think the optics are going to be just fine. Nobody expects Boise State, South Florida to sell out 65,000 or whatever that stadium is. I thought maybe they could get 30,000 plus today.
Okay, I'll give you 30,000.
Well, that's just a total guess, too. I have no idea. I never even went back. you and I did a lot of prep on South Florida. I didn't go back and look at the average, but yeah, obviously. And this is the last season, or do they have one more before they build their own?
I think at least one more. I think they broke ground, maybe even two more. I don't know, Prater, but that's the best thing, I think, for a directional school in a state like Florida that has so many options when it comes to football. I mean, you need to create something that is your own. Boise State, the blue, that's theirs, man. Nobody else. And if anybody else is there, they're on their turf. I mean, I remember the classic line. Rocky Long, San Diego State, Mountain West Media Days, 10 plus years ago, says the mystique is gone type of thing. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something about it's not impossible to win on the blue anymore. The mystique is gone. That quote got back to Brian Harsin. And Brian Harsin said, and it was such a great harsh comeback. He had some of these. Remember what he said, Prater?
No.
He said, at least we have our own stadium. I thought that was just boom, right back in Rocky Long's kisser. You don't even have a building. You play in a cavernous, crappy NFL facility like San Diego State did for a while, but it just doesn't feel like USF. This isn't their place. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' place. Until they can get their own, maybe that's that next step this program is looking to take, kind of be up there with the UCFs a little bit. I mean, Prater, you go back and you change the history in the last 12 years of USF and UCF. Just flip it. There's a good chance USF is in the Big 12 right now, if that's the case. But they just haven't been as good as UCF, Michael Porter.
All right, Mr. NFL, what's your favorite Boise State memory in an NFL stadium? That's all I care about.
Okay. Favorite memory in an NFL stadium. It was
And I'll throw that out there to the 300,000 people listening to this very special edition of Idaho Sports Talk. What's your favorite memory of Boise State playing in an NFL stadium? And maybe you can't pick the first one.
I was going to say that's an important qualifier.
very important qualifier. You know, I'll say Landover, Maryland.
That was a big game.
It was Labor Day, guys. It was a Monday. It was the standalone. You guys remember 2010 Labor Day? I remember it like it was yesterday. Billy Wynn being unstoppable in the first half. And that game, I remember, and it shouldn't even have been close. It got close. Boise State punched him in the freaking mouth. Virginia Tech early. It looked like they were going to run away with it. Credit Tyrod Taylor. He came back, and they're good too. But it was the final drive. I'll never, ever forget this. Kirk Herbstreit said he was calling the game with Brent Musburger. And before the drive started, I'll never forget, Kirk Herbstreit said, you know, I was thinking about this before the game. And if I was in this spot right now, I have one possession left. I need a touchdown, period. Who's my quarterback? And Kirk Herbstreit said, you know, I said Kellen Moore. Kirk Herbstreit said that. I went with Kellen Moore, and that was before the drive started. And Kirk was like, this is my guy. And what did Kellen Moore do? He was just Kellen Moore. He delivered that famous drive, ending with the Austin Pettis touchdown. It was just like, damn it, like Boise State for me was like Gonzaga. I just kept waiting for them to lose in the first round or not make the tournament anymore and stop making Sweet 16s every year. That Kellen Moore era and whatever, it's like every time they played a big opponent, they showed up, they showed out, and most of the time they won. And you were just like, dang, man, what's next with this program? But that for me, Maryland, I'm sorry, is it in Maryland, FedEx Field?
Yeah, Landover.
Oh, man, that drive, and I'll never forget Kirk Herbstreit calling that out on Kellen Moore. This was Kellenmore's junior year, guys. That was the 2010 team, the best team, in my opinion, to play here. They started that season off beating Virginia Tech, and what was there, 10% Boise State?
I don't remember that, but it was definitely small. But the win was huge, and outside of the obvious in that first Fiesta Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl kind of ranks number one because of the importance. But for me, it was more about the style point. The Virginia Tech game, you took a good football team and you just beat another good football team, and it was a mono, athletes against athletes. No style points. Who's going to be the best team to win it? I think that is such a powerful victory coming out of Landover and that game. Bob Beeler talks about it, I think, is his favorite game of all time.
Yeah, he does.
And he's done them all. You're right. Many fans and many people believe, myself included, that 2010 team was the best football team. I think even the NFL stats kind of back that up in terms of the NFL talent that was on that 2009, 2010, 2011 program, and what they were doing. So it was a spectacular moment. So you got to put the original Fiesta Bowl in an NFL stadium first. Landover and FedEx was really number 2, but it was the best football game and a football game that was just a pure victory and a pure ass kicking we'll talk about forever.
Is that game in the Pro Football Hall of Fame the first Fiesta Bowl? Like, do they put games in? They should. And if they do, they should put that game in.
I don't know if they do, but yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I've always said that the USC Texas, the Vince Young game is the greatest game in the history of college football. After that, in my opinion, it's not even debatable. Number 2, everything after that is very debatable, including Boise State games.
I watched it from a bar in Moscow, Idaho, when I was matriculating at that university. And people, when I was watching, were rooting against Boise State.
I said this even before
they were
I
rooting
got
for
here.
Oklahoma.
Way to bring that up. Thanks for bringing that up. A kill in the mood ball game.
Those are the 2 games for me. 30-year-old watched college football kind of casually. USC Texas, Vince Young beating the all-time USC franchise team, and then
you remember that game?
Oh, I remember them both very well.
Heck yeah!
Yeah. So those are the 2 best college football games that I think I've ever.
This is the 5th regular season game for Boise State in an NFL stadium because most of these guys are, well, that's not true because I didn't count the Chick-fil-A kickoff stuff, but just in terms of San Diego State, there's a couple of San Diego State UNLV game. So, most of these are like the big kickoff classics or certainly bowl games. This was a little bit different today. It's kind of a sleepy season opener. It's a big, important game. South Florida certainly isn't the most important. I mean, look at this list of opponents Boise State played in these NFL stadium games. Pretty big time deal, other than maybe Northern Illinois in the Poinsettia Bowl in 2015.
Okay, yeah, this is the one, Northern Illinois. That was who they played in the Poinsettia Bowl with. That was Brett Rippon, Northern Illinois, right? That was Brett Rippon's year.
I believe that was correct.
Team that was maybe the worst bowl game ever. They just totally destroyed them.
100%.
They didn't want to be in that bowl game.
55-7.
Okay, all that stuff. All right, we have Kevin in Cuna on the Taco Bell hotline because it's touchdowns for tickets. We qualified Steve in Nampa. I'm sorry, Steve in Boise. I'm sorry, Steve in Meridian last hour. Where am I? Today, we're going out to Cuna. We love Cuna. Kevin from Cuna gets through. He's going to play touchdowns for tickets. Kevin, what are you doing today, man?
Oh, doing pretty good. Just hanging out, just getting lunch.
Well, that's very vague. I need more details.
Yeah, what the heck?
What does that mean? Hanging out, getting some lunch.
What are you doing? Come on.
Well, everybody's got to work a little bit, and then take off some lunch, and then it's time for the game.
Okay. So when you get off work?
I'm leaving after lunch.
So you're off, essentially. You're just going to get a bite and
pretty
get
much.
out of there. All right, sounds good. Well, let's see if we can make you the next Boise State football season ticket holder. You got to get qualified first, and that's what we're doing right now, Kevin. We are taking you to Boise State UNLV last season. Boise State UNLV. Greg Frank has the clip. He's going to play it. He's going to play it halfway through the clip. Pause it. Come back to you, Kevin, and say yes or no. Does this play end in a touchdown? And if you get it right, you're qualified along with Steve in Meridian, who did it earlier today. Does that sound good, Kev?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Greg.
Madsen awaits the snap, gets it from Holmes. He'll throw for it. Madsen now runs. 10, 5. Madsen lowers his shoulder.
Madsen lowers his shoulder. Kevin and Cuna, yes or no?
Oh, man. Trying to remember. I'm gonna go yes.
Madsen awaits the snap, gets it from Holmes. He'll throw for it. Madsen now runs. 10, 5. Madsen lowers his shoulder, scores, and the Broncos take the lead 12-10 on the quarterback draw.
There's another one. There's another one. Kevin and Cuna you will be listening, I know, regardless, but Friday around 5:30, we're going to pull one name out of a hat, and that name is going to be the winner of Boise State season tickets. And Roger, Caleb, Gavin, Wayne, Ryan, Steve, and now Kevin, we're going to call one of your names. By the way, we'll play touchdowns for tickets next hour as well. Just keep your phones handy. You're calling to talk about the season opener. You're also calling, luckily, to get through and play some touchdowns for tickets. Michael Forrest Prater.
I think our listeners are getting some momentum going, which is a good sign leading up to the game. We kind of had a slump early on in the week in terms of some listeners not getting it, but it seems like we're on a roll right now. I feel the karma brewing on a Boise State game day. Lots of success stories, lots of happy fans out there, Ballgame.
Prater, Notre Dame at Miami. Should Bronco Nation be a little concerned that Notre Dame might drop a game before they face them on October 4th? This thing looks a little scary for Notre Dame.
Yeah, it does. It does. I cannot wait to watch that game. That's the Sunday night special, right?
It's on its own, brother.
Oh, man, that's a spectacular football game. No, I don't think it matters. I don't. I mean, sir, yeah, you want Notre Dame to be ranked number 1 and undefeated in the real world, so Boise State can go in there and beat them. But it doesn't matter. If Boise State beats Notre Dame, I don't care what Notre Dame's record is before. They're going to get plenty of love out of that, and they'll be on CFP cruise control after that.
Yeah, but Notre Dame goes undefeated until Boise State. They'll be ranked number 2. They will be ranked because look at that schedule. That means they beat A&M. That means they beat Miami.
But somebody has to lose in front of them, and obviously one team will.
Yeah, you're right.
But
and
just
it's
only
Notre
one.
Dame that packs a pretty big punch. Okay, well, they'll be no worse than 3.
Okay.
Then. They'll be right around there. And Boise State will have the opportunity to have its biggest upset, according to the AP poll, beat its highest-ranked team in program history.
I will tell you this. If Boise State beats Notre Dame, I could care less what the number is beside them. I will never repeat that number. All I have to say is Boise State won at Notre Dame.
Yeah, they
period.
went in there and won.
It doesn't matter what their number is. It's a good football team. You don't have to explain it. It doesn't matter if the number's 3. It doesn't matter if the number's 13. Boise State winning in that stadium would be spectacular.
I wonder what Lee Sterling thinks. It's Lee Sterling. It's ParamountSports.com. 17 games today, and then I don't even know how many more throughout the weekend. Let's talk about some of these other games, and Lee will predict what happens tonight. Boise State, USF coming up on KTIK The Ticket.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studio, this is Ticket Traffic.
Traffic sponsored by Cobblestone Car Wash. One Epic Shine or Bluebird membership lets you wash at all of their combined locations. Epic Shine and Bluebird are better together and now serving Idaho with more locations. Powered by Cobblestone Car Wash. Thursday morning drive still looking very busy. Eastbound I-84 going through Meridian. Heavy merging delays at 10 Mile Road, Meridian Road, and Eagle Road. Inbound connector going into downtown Boise, seeing slowdowns at Chinden Boulevard, and that very well could be because of all the hot air balloons that are in the air.
Meridian Plumbing, your trusted local choice since 1985.
Football is in the air, and there's no better place to celebrate your favorite college or pro team than the Ram Restaurant and Brewery. Celebrate the start of our college football season right with a tailgate party August 28th with a $5 burger, brat, and beer party on the patio at the Boise Ram location. And when your favorite pro team plays, there are specials at the Ram. Thursday is $5 pint day and extended happy hour from 3 to close. Saturday and Sunday features a pitcher of beer and either a one-topping pizza, full order of wings, or full order of nachos for just $16. And for football Monday nights, happy hour is from 3 p.m. to close. The Ram Restaurant and Brewery, 709 East Park Boulevard in Boise and 3272 East Pine in Meridian. See the menu and the award-winning beers at theram.com.
Friday morning at 9, log on to KTIK.com and click the Sweet Deals banner. Get $50 to spend at the Ram in Boise, and it only costs you $25. This sweet deal goes on sale Friday at 9 a.m. at KTIK.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, get a king bed for a queen price, plus a free adjustable base with select Sealy mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Kohl's Labor Day sale is here. Sure, it's hard to admit summer's ending, but with $10 off $25 spent at Kohl's, you can stop living in denial and start living in cute cardigans. Yep, we're back to wearing layers. So welcome fall with savings on jeans, tees, candles, and comfy bedding. And earn Kohl's cash all weekend. Trust me, your future cozy self will thank you. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offer ends September 1st. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country. When you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
Connect with a local divorce attorney today. Text MEN99 to 32 32 32. MEN99 to 32 32 32. 999 West Main, Boise.
Football season is here.
Oh, man.
Believe has the podcast to enhance your football experience. From the pros.
One of the most interesting quarterback rooms.
To college.
Michigan is set at 8.5 wins.
To fantasy.
If you feel that way, why didn't you trade him?
Become a better fan and listen to the football podcasts from Believe.
Just search Believe. That's BLEAV podcast.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Enjoy a great weekend of baseball as your Boise Hawks take on the Missoula Paddleheads for the final 3 games of the season. A weekend of fireworks and family fun with the Saturday night concert series in the Garden at Memorial Stadium starting at 5:45 p.m. featuring pregame concert with Dylan Anatok and happy hour drink specials. Sunday is Albertson's Kids Club Day and Dollar Dog Day. $1 hot dogs all game long. Summer baseball at its best. Your Boise Hawks. The best family fun. Play ball.
Prater, Ballgame, and Greg are the first ones in the building and the last ones out. Or maybe that's the other way around.
Lee Sterling, Taco Bell Hotline. It's opening day, and we got to get a price on this stuff. ParamountSports.com. That's where you go. We've been going to Lee Sterling on Idaho Sports Talk for decades. Welcome another football season, Lee. Can't wait to get after it with you this season. How are you, Lee?
I'm great. And this is what we've all been waiting for. This is why I put together my man cave with a big TV and 2 TVs under it and 2 computers on either side when I'm sitting in my Barker Lounger.
Nice. I love painting that picture. All right, Lee, some phenomenal matchups. And I'm going to start with one that people will be paying close attention to here on Boise. It's a Sunday, standalone Notre Dame -2.5, Lee, at Miami. Where are we headed?
So you talk, and there's been a bunch of interviews on, if you look at different podcasts, a couple different Notre Dame players said who played in that last game in 2017, Miami might have been the toughest venue they played in college football. Now, people make jokes about it. You turn it on most Saturdays, and you see 35, 40,000 fans and 25,000 empty seats. But for big games, the Miami fans show up. It's a night game just like that game. And if you remember that game, Miami, absolutely demolished Notre Dame, who was ranked, I think, 2nd or 3rd at that point, 41-8. Now, I don't think they're going to blow this Notre Dame team out that went to the finals last year, but Miami's going to be different, but I still think good. Carson Beck, he was talked about as the number 1 pick before the year started last year. Now, didn't play well, and then he got hurt, but it's going to be different than Cam Ward, not as explosive. They're going to run the ball more, but they've got a top 5 offensive line, top 5 trio running backs here. The problem was their defense. They couldn't stop anyone. So what did Mario Cristobal do? And, he decided, I got to refortify this defense. He got defensive coordinator Corey Heatherman from Minnesota. And what a great job he did with mediocre talent. They were top 20 in the country. I think the Irish with quarterback C.J. Carr is going to be really good. But I think it's going to take them 2, 3, 4 games to settle in here. You don't want to have your brand new quarterback that has never thrown a pass in college football lining up against the Miami defense in Hard Rock. Wrong team favored. Miami wins outright 23-20.
Great stuff. Kick it off, Lee. I like it. And you're right. The fans will show up for Notre Dame. Good spin on that. Let's get to the game of the week as far as most people are concerned with the Ohio State Buckeyes hosting the Texas Longhorns. This is the highest level of football you can find that doesn't have the NFL involved. These two teams with this roster, with this talent, Ohio State favored by 1.5 at home. Lee, where are you going?
Well, I mean, how about this? I mean, Ohio State had 14 players drafted. Their top 2 running backs, second-round pick. So the talent is incredible. But they lost 7 of 9 guys, 7 of the top 9 tacklers on defense. And let's remember, this is a new year. In the game last year where Texas lost their top receiver early in the game, they were 1 yard away from tying the game with less than 4 minutes to go in the game. So I just think when you look at this Texas team, they might be better in every single position except for wide receiver. Also, the coordinators, all these coordinators are coming back for Texas. They've been there for 5 years at 40 acres, whereas Ohio State, new coordinators. And quarterback position, Arch Manning. I mean, he's played a lot of big games already, and he's going to go up against Julian Sayin for the Buckeyes. I mean, the word is Julian Sayin has not looked great in fall camp here. So I don't think Jack Sawyer, the guy that caused the fumble, that scooped it up and went for the touchdown for Ohio State, I don't think he's going to be able to come to the rescue here. He's moved on to the Steelers. Another wrong team favored. Texas outright here, 24-17.
Those are going to be fantastic games. All right, Lee, let's switch out west where there's a couple of games going on as well, including one later on today. UNLV minus 9.5, taking the very weird road trip to Sam Houston State. How do you like this one, Lee?
Yeah, and they're not even playing in a home stadium here. That's the problem here for UNLV. But their defense, that's the problem. They have allowed on defense 7.21 yards per play last week against an offense that most people didn't think was real good. They got to luckily play a lower level defense here. Now, Sam Houston State is not great. I mean, we saw what happened to them against Western Kentucky, but with a game under their belt, I think their defense might be a little bit better. I just don't like Alex Orji, the quarterback for UNLV. I just don't think he's a passer here. I think eventually he's going to be relegated to a backup role here, but it might take him another game to find out here. I'm taking the points here. I think UNLV wins this game 30-23, but Sam Houston State covers.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I like that one an awful lot. How about a more competitive game? Maybe a little bit more of a competitive game. Big spread, but Colorado State's pesky, getting 21.5 points in Seattle against the Washington Dogs. What do you like that one, Lee?
What's crazy is I think everyone thought that after a couple years, this Colorado State team was going to be a team that, they might be contending for conference championships and, might make some noise, but I'm just not seeing it, and then on top of that, you talk about a team in transition. They were not able to get the right guys in the portal. So they're going to have some problems here up against a Washington team. And you talk about a kid that is totally under the radar. All you have to do is look at this new Washington quarterback here. I mean, Damon Williams is electric. He can run and throw. He's going to shine. He might be in the Heisman Trophy race here. Colorado State last year, 6-0-1 as a favorite, but 0-4 straight up and against the spread as an underdog. Only 2 players return on defense, and only one kid they were able to get in the portal. I was watching tape on all their kids that they got in the portal. Only one kid named Jacob Ellis from Iowa State has more than a couple starts. He had 6 and had 41 tackles. So I think that this Colorado State team is in a total rebuild this year, and I just expect Washington to run away here behind a super quarterback. If you haven't seen him yet, Damon Williams. Washington big, 40-15.
Lee, I'm coming back at you with more Mountain West stuff, and Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports, Taco Bell Hotline here, Prater on the ball game. This is another one of these games that really interests our audience. One, Utah State, a conference opponent, hosting UTEP. Malachi Nelson, he won the gig down there. Very familiar name here in Boise State, and his first start in college football is going to be at Logan, Utah. Utah State -6 hosting UTEP. Lee, what do you know?
How about this Utah State team? I don't know if I've ever seen this many guys new to the roster. 70 new players on the roster. That's crazy here. So 2 years ago, UTEP I ranked teams from, it used to be 1 to 132. Now there's 136 teams. I had them 123rd in talent. I now have them at number 86. They won last year on the road at New Mexico State, and they actually played Colorado State close here. I just think that this Utah State whole roster, it's going to take them at least 3 or 4 games to get going here. And I think UTEP, the whole system, I think is good. I like their head coach, and he's not afraid to go for it. They get on the other side of the field in a 4th and 3, 4th and 5. I'm calling for the upset. Let's go with UTEP to pull a huge upset here. And Logan, I like him outright, 31-28.
Wow.
Lee. Okay, well, let's get down to the one that we've been waiting for here. Boise State at South Florida. This line started big early in the summer. It's kind of toggled between 5.5, 6.5 points. So depending on where you go, big season opener right down the street from you. Well, across the state, I guess, from you, Lee. Yep. Boise State, South Florida, and Tampa. Getting ready for this game here in just a couple of hours right here, guys. What do you think about this one?
So you got to check the weather. Weather could be a factor. It's going to be hot and humid. Remember also South Florida plays an up-tempo spread. So they're going to try to push the pace. What's happened in the past, because they didn't have the depth, they would get into the middle of the third quarter, and actually South Florida would usually fall apart here. They're number 2 in the country last year in pace of play here on offense. And they've got big trips the next couple of weeks. They got to go to Florida and to Miami. So as we remember, last year didn't start out so great, ended well, but this Boise team was trailing Georgia Southern in the fourth quarter here. And South Florida is actually a better team, much better, I believe, than Georgia Southern. I think it's going to be back and forth, but I think Boise will finally pull ahead somewhere, probably mid to late in the fourth quarter. I think they win the game 34-30, but maybe the right play here, take the home dog, South Florida plus the points.
Almost 2 hours from kickoff. ParamountSports.com. That means you got plenty of time. Lee, give me some deals, man. ParamountSports.com.
Well, they want to get involved. Don't wait until the middle of the season when you're trying it on your own or using someone else that's not working out. This is our 32nd year in business. We've won 31 years. Go to the website, ParamountSports.com. You can click under recent results. You can see all the games I've given my clients over the last 5 years. And this is the phone service. You're going to get the games that I'm personally playing. You're going to get generally 9 to 12, 9 to 13 games a weekend. You can get from today and tonight, all the way through the end of September, 5 weeks, $597. How about this? If you use coupon code SAVE100, just $497. Put that in the coupon code box when you're checking out. Or the season, $1997. You can get this. We have player props. Let's say you want to bet on player props in college or the NFL. It's the new rage. Everyone loves to do it. The entire season, $597. So check out all the specials on the website. Just one place, ParamountSports.com, or call 800-400-9741.
Can't wait for another year. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate you, bud.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Aha. Lee Sterling, Taco Bell Hotline. You buying Utah State losing to UTEP there, Prater? He called outright. Utah State's -6. Lee says, no, UTEP money line.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I mean, UTEP maybe can cover, getting a touchdown, getting 6 points. I don't think Utah State's going to blow anybody out by any means, even a crappy UTEP team. But I can't see UTEP winning in Logan. But, hey, crazy things will happen. That's the beautiful part of opening weekend. We have no idea what these teams are. Malachi Nelson is not going to make that much of a difference for me in the first game. I can't wait to see his career grow. But I don't see him pulling off the miracle victory in his first game.
I got to say, guys, it would be good content here. I mean, the calls tomorrow, if Boise State loses and Malachi Nelson pulls an upset, they should have kept callers that are calling. There's got to be some of that, no?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you will definitely hear from this fan base if Malachi has a good year this year in Conference USA and Mad Dog doesn't look amazing every single pass, right? If Mad Dog just does exactly what he did last year, but Malachi Nelson wins Conference USA Player of the Year, fans will want to go back and they'll want Goliath back. David's not good enough anymore. They want Goliath, and not even that Malachi is, but yeah, we wish him well at UTEP.
Oh, absolutely.
That's an interesting game for me. Utah State 70 new players. I mean, the team hasn't had. Man, that's That's a tough one there, Prater. We got a Boise State team in Florida as we speak, kicking off in 2 hours. What's Boise State's history in Florida? Greg's got the news. It's KTIK The Ticket.
Idaho Sports Talk with Prater and the Ballgame. So many ways to listen on 95.3 FM, 1350 AM, and always streaming on the KTIK app.
It's 2 hours until another Boise State football game. Sponsored by Chicago Connection Pizza. Serving deep dish pizza, Chicago Connection has been a Treasure Valley tradition for 43 years. Tailgating or watching at home? Chicago Connection. It's how you want your pizza.
The Scott Slant with Tom Scott.
Brought to you by BBSI Boise, people, process, and prosperity for your business. You can't teach instinct. Kellen Moore was the king of instinct, of course. Comparing Maddox Manson with Moore in that department is unfair, but Boise State's junior quarterback definitely has instinct. His crucial touchdown scrambles in 2 of the Broncos' biggest wins of last year are a testament to that. Both happen to be against the same team, UNLV in the regular season and the Mountain West Championship game. Matson's decisions last year were generally sound. Preparation, sure, but executing instinctively in a nanosecond is a gift. That's why he beat out Malachi Nelson last season and has had the job all to himself since. His leadership has blossomed along with it. Manson always has a smile on his face, and you sure as heck couldn't say that about Nelson. The Broncos are in capable hands at South Florida. BBSI Boise doesn't have salesmen who later pass you off to a 1-800 number. They have people who are passionate about your business, helping you avoid pitfalls and achieve your goals. And I can tell you, the local BBSI team is accessible. No waiting in a queue. BBSI knows payroll and HR and compliance. Team up with BBSI Boise. I'm Tom Scott on The Ticket.
Gain a global perspective and specialized skills that many of today's top employers are seeking with an MBA from University of Maryland Global Campus. Study online and complete your degree in just 16 months for about $21K. Choose from MBA specializations in global business, marketing, HR, finance, and more. No application fee if you apply by September 3rd. Learn more at umgc.edu. That's umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Emergencies are scary, but with Vital Ride from Ada County Paramedics, your ambulance bill won't be. Choose your membership. $75 for a 1 year. They also offer 5-year and lifetime memberships. Each one covers your entire household. Ada County Paramedics will respond quickly and ensure you get the best pre-hospital health care available. After your insurance kicks in, your membership benefits are applied, and most members owe nothing. See adacountyparamedics.org and click on Vital Ride.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we're all about keeping you on the road to summer fun, to rides, to the beach, even to faraway places.
Are we there yet?
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Summer drives start here.
Sports Radio 95.3, The Ticket.
Update brought to you by Taco Bell. Need a job? Check out tacobell.com/careers. Bottom of the 1 o'clock hour here in the Treasure Valley as we are less than 2 hours away from kickoff between Boise State and South Florida at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. It is the third game for Boise State in the Sunshine State. Broncos have split each of the first two. Both games were also season openers. 2019 against Florida State at TIAA Bank Field, the home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hurricane Dorian, however, had other plans and forced the contest back to the Seminoles' home stadium in Tallahassee. Kickoff moved from 7 p.m. to noon Eastern for that one. Ultimately, Boise State ends up trailing by 18 points, coming all the way back to win 36-31, the program's largest comeback win over a Power 5 opponent. So that was the good for Boise State. And then a little bit recently in 2021, they opened in Orlando against South Florida. Another weather problem there, a lightning delay causing kickoff to stall by about 3 hours. Ultimately, Central Florida wins that one 31-16. Guys, any memories? I imagine that Florida State game really stands out in recent memory as one of the better non-con wins for Boise State.
Yeah, and as people around here know, it was probably the high and the only high. Well, not the only high. That's probably not
highest,
fair, but the peak for Hank Bachmeier. So that you never want to start at the top of the mountain because it's impossible to recover after that. And his career kind of, I don't want to say slowly trickled down into Never Never Land, and then obviously he left. But Hank Bachmeier was spectacular. He was a rock star, Hurricane Hank. And not only was that a local story, it was a regional story. Heck, it was a national story. It was a big-time story ball game.
I can't think of a Power 5 opponent even close to that magnitude that Boise State has beat since. Lost to Oklahoma State. The whole Avalos era with P4 stunk. They didn't win those big games last year, and Spencer has never beat a P4 opponent.
0 for 3.
So, I mean, heck, is that the last one? And, I mean, here's a perfect point, Greg, of what a win. Say Notre Dame's the worst thing ever this year for them, and Boise State wins. It won't matter the same way Florida State doesn't matter. Boise State beat Florida State. Willie Taggart got fired that year. That's how bad Florida State was. Everybody beat Wake Forest beat Florida State. Wake. So, yeah, it wasn't that great a win if you look at it, but Boise State fan doesn't care, and they shouldn't care. They went down there and they kicked Florida State's ass. It's not their fault that Florida State didn't have a good team that year. You're Florida State. Have a stinking good team every year.
All right, we do have a trio of Broncos making their homecomings to the Sunshine State. Although Matt Lauder did end up graduating from Torrey Pines High School, but he was born in Gainesville, so he is back in Florida nonetheless. Samuel Brooks of Duval County. And I think perhaps the one that is most intriguing today, Colton Boomer, going back to Florida. And I believe, was it Central Florida he transferred from? Yes. So a chance for him to perhaps be back in the Sunshine State and kick a big kick late in the game would be pretty cool. So those are your 3 Boise State players from the state of Florida. And yes, Boomer did play the previous 3 seasons at UCF, and they did play at South Florida in 2022, and he had a 27-yard field goal and 5 point afters made in a 46-39 win for Central Florida in that game.
Yeah, but as everybody around here remembers, he also kicked the game-winning field goal to beat Boise State on the blue. Think about the symmetry of this, guys. Colton Boomer comes to Boise State, beats Boise State on the blue with a last-second field goal, and then he transfers to Boise State. Boise State goes to Florida, and he kicks a game-winning field goal for Boise State to win in the state of Florida. That might be like a little Netflix miniseries. I kind of like that story.
He's got to make the kick. Got to make the kick, Colton Boomer, and we'll see if tonight comes down to one of those, Greg, one of those big-time kicks. College kickers, they just make me so nervous. You know, you never know what a college kicker is going to do. I mean, you can't predict it, and it's one of the things in sports, certainly in college football, that adds a ton of drama to a game, especially when a kicker's like some weird number. Do you ever look at it like that? Like if I see a kicker and he's number 83, I'm like,
I'd say I'm just interested how they call the game today in these kind of gray areas on the field where it's 4th and 5, it's a 40-yard field goal. What do you do? Boomer obviously taking over at that spot. So I'm very curious in some 4th and mediums what they elect to do in plus territory today. Guys, a lot of talk about Florida there in that update, but I think when you think about college football, high school football, in addition to Florida, the state of Texas comes to mind, and there's a cool thing going on across week 1 college football in the Lone Star State. College football teams will honor the flood victims in Texas with a helmet decal. This is every college football team in the state of Texas. Go back to the 4th of July, flash flooding along the Guadalupe River took a deadly toll on the area. CBS News reported more than 130 people were killed and countless had their lives turned upside down due to the disaster. On Thursday, each Texas team released a video featuring a special decal. A green ribbon tied around the state of Texas will be worn on the back of their helmet. So a nice little gesture here from all of the FBS playing Texas programs, the whole state kind of coming together to remember those flood victims.
Nice. Very nice gesture.
Let's look at the news brought to you by Taco Bell.
All right, 5 o'clock. No, what did I say? 3 o'clock. We're going to have some fun. What did I say? 2 o'clock. We're going to have some fun. We got on the air at noon today. Did I say you were going to screw up on that, Greg?
I think I said somebody was going to at the beginning of the show.
And it was me. And raise the hand right here. That's so crazy. We're on the air normally from 3 to 6. Today it's from noon to 3, getting you ready for Boise State football. Here's another first, Prater. Rock, Jocks, and Pop Culture at 1:45-ish Mountain Time. Who wants to play Rock Jocks trivia? Answer a couple of trivia questions correct, and a $50 gift card to Costa Vida will have your name written all over it. Call 208-424-9300. Get through, play Rock Jocks, and we'll see you on the other side of Prater in the ball game.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studio, this is Ticket Traffic.
Traffic sponsored by Cobblestone Car Wash. One Epic Shine or Bluebird membership lets you watch at all of their combined locations. Epic Shine and Bluebird are better together and now serving Idaho with more locations. Powered by Cobblestone Car Wash. Thursday morning drive still looking very busy. Eastbound I-84 going through Meridian. Heavy merging delays at 10 Mile Road, Meridian Road, and Eagle Road. Inbound connector going into downtown Boise, seeing slowdowns at Chinden Boulevard, and that very well could be because of all the hot air balloons that are in the air.
Enjoy a great weekend of baseball as your Boise Hawks take on the Missoula Paddleheads for the final 3 games of the season. A weekend of fireworks and family fun with the Saturday night concert series in the Garden at Memorial Stadium starting at 5:45 p.m. featuring pregame concert with Dylan Anatok and happy hour drink specials. Sunday is Albertson's Kids Club Day and Dollar Dog Day. $1 hot dogs all game long. Summer baseball at its best. Your Boise Hawks. The best family fun. Play ball.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
This Labor Day at Lowe's, shop member-only doorbuster deals for a limited time. Save $50 on an Ego string trimmer, now $169. Plus, get 50% off select Holland pavers. Not a rewards member? Sign up for free today. But hurry, Labor Day doorbuster deals won't last long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 9/1 while supplies last. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
McHugh Sports is kicking off its annual Labor Day garage sale August 25th through September 1st. Score up to 75% off select items and up to 40% off spring and summer. Shop your favorite brands like Cotopaxi, New Balance, Howler Brothers, Stio, and more. Plus, save huge on last year's ski and snowboard gear. It's 1 week only. Downtown Boise and on Bogus Basin Road. Huge deals, top brands, and endless adventure. Only at McHugh Sports.
McHugh Sports. It's time to play outside.
One of the most important parts of enjoying golf to its fullest is to be consistent with your practice and play. This is the voice of golf for X-Golf Boise, sharing how easy it can be to do just that. Play and enjoy golf constantly and consistently. Purchase an annual membership now from X-Golf Boise and start saving when you play anytime, any day for an entire year. That's 365 days of golf, 365 days of savings, and 365 days of perfect weather with no snow, no rain, no super hot high temps ever on any of the courses you play at X-Golf Boise. Your favorite beverages are just a few feet away. Delicious foods available made fresh on site. Plus, with an annual membership, you'll receive 1 hour of free instruction from the resident professional on staff, Eugene Bonfilio. So make it a great golf year with an annual membership from X-Golf Boise.
This is Chet Hendrickson, owner of X-Golf Boise. Play, train, and entertain at X-Golf Boise on Emerald, just a few doors down from the wide world of golf. Open 7 days a week, and find us at xgolfboise.com.
Feel pretty good to listen to rock, jocks, and pop culture when you know the answers to all the questions? Let's see how many you know today. Prater and Greg put those lifeline caps on and see what you can do.
Rock, jocks, and pop culture. Let's head to our Taco Bell hotline. Joe in Meridian gets through today. Big day, Joe. Where are you watching the game?
At home. Watching from home today.
Sweet. You take the day off?
The afternoon for sure.
There's one.
Very smart man. Very smart man. Love that.
Got to take the afternoon off. Boise State kicking off at 3:30, 3:30 Mountain Time, and just another season of Boise State football officially upon us here in a couple of hours. Let's get to Rock Jocks and Pop Culture, Joe. We got 3 questions coming your way. 2 of them answered correctly will result in $50 to Costa Vida for you. You got to get 2 of them, and you have lifelines. I'm coming at you with the Rock and the Jock, Joe. You can ask for Prater's help 1 time. So if you're not certain the first one that he'll know it, save that lifeline. Prater's going to come back with a pop culture question. I'll be your lifeline for that. Greg Frank chiming on in. Joe, we ready?
Okay, let's go.
There's the Rock, gentlemen. This turn-of-the-century punk rock band released an album titled Dude Ranch. This band plays in Tampa tomorrow night. You can get tickets if you're at South Florida game tonight. Can you name the band, Joe?
Called Dude Ranch?
Take it you're not familiar with that album.
Not too familiar with that.
What do you want to do about it?
I have no idea.
Are you gonna use a lifeline, or are you gonna take a guess, Joseph?
Let's use a lifeline. Who's on that one?
Mike,
is that you or
it's Mike Prater, Joseph.
Mike Prater.
Prater, this turn of the century punk rock band.
I'm assuming you're not thinking 1899, more like 1999.
Thank you. Not gonna. Yeah, I don't think rock wasn't around.
Or
then.
punk.
They released an album titled Dude Ranch. This band plays in Tampa tomorrow night. Pretty big deal over there. Pretty big band. Who would you say? How do you advise, Joseph?
I think Dude Ranch is a Blink-182 album. I have no idea who's playing in Tampa tomorrow night, but I think Dude Ranch is
I recollect.
Blink-182.
That sounds right to me, Prater. That recollects.
Final answer?
Yes, sir.
My son will be proud right now.
I've never went to a Blink-182 concert. I was kind of a Blink guy. I was turn of the century that time, liking that kind of pop punk music. They got a lot of radio play. Greg, do you know Blink-182?
Hey, I know the band. All right, I know that was like you were trying to throw a jab at me.
No, just saying that's a band I think you would know.
Yes.
You know the drummer.
I do not know the name.
Johnny Ballgame, I think you know.
Travis Barker.
Thank you.
I mean, it'd be like asking Greg, who's Magic Johnson? And he's like, I don't know, man.
Is it really that easy? Should I know the drummer? Okay.
No,
relax.
I'm kidding, Greg. We love giving it to you here. You're 1 for 1. Nice job on the Prater lifeline. Let's get you to the Jocks. Oh, man. Remember this one? I know you do. We've been talking about it. Who caught the initial reception on the famous hook and ladder play during the 2007 Fiesta Bowl? A name that will live in this town forever. Who caught the pass?
Oh, I know that. I know what I got to be thinking. What's his name? Was it James? Final answer? Yeah.
I'm going to give it to him. Yes.
You're in a good mood today, huh?
Bryson James.
Yeah,
He just didn't
the first name.
Just didn't get the first name. I think you give him the second name. Dryson's a great dude, and that is a memorable moment. And he caught the ball. I mean, it was the most well-executed hook and ladder I've still ever seen in football. I'm actually surprised more teams don't try that, because if you do execute it, so sweet. Nobody tries a hook and ladder.
Yeah, and you can even take out the hook and ladder. That was the most perfectly executed trick play. Just trick play.
Circus. That was the name of it.
Unbelievable. Beautiful. All right, guys, this is the pop culture version of it. I said all week long I'm doing Florida stuff. This is a little bit pop culture, a little bit history, and we're talking about the mythical story of the Fountain of Youth. Some people think it's true. Most people think it's mythical. Who was searching for the Fountain of Youth? A Spanish explorer was searching for the Fountain of Youth when he accidentally discovered the state of Florida. We learned about this dude in grade school all the time.
Ponce de Leon.
Are you going to go to a lifeline?
Nope.
Do you have a final answer?
He doesn't want me to mess this up.
Final answer.
Say it again.
Ponce de Leon.
Bingo!
Let's go.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get on the wall of fame during Rock Jocks and Pop Culture here on Idaho Sports Talk. Nice job, Joseph.
That was beautiful, my friend.
Joseph, hopefully your Broncos win or lose. Dude, you're getting $50 to go spend at Costa Vida, fresh Mexican grill, and you're going to love every bite, Joey.
All righty.
Great
Thank
stuff.
you much, guys.
That's why you listen. Rock Jocks and Pop Culture here on Prater and the Ballgame. A noon to 3 episode feels kind of weird to me. I've been saying that all day. We're going to come back, you guys, after the Boise State game that if you listen to on KBOI with Bob. As soon as the game ends, you got to get to KBOI for all the post-game, guys. The official post-game. Bob's got Spencer and all those guys. And then as soon as Bob's done, Prater, we're up.
Bronco game night for about 90 minutes, 2 hours, taking your phone calls tonight. We expect nothing but instant reaction. We expect nothing but the energy and the excitement and the passion that you guys bring. Victories, losses, we got you all covered. I cannot wait for Bronco game night. This is our 6th year ball game doing it.
I think so. Yes or no, Greg Frank listens to Bronco game night tonight. It's got nothing to do with him.
What am I supposed to say? No?
Of course, no, I'm asking Prater.
He'll be listening. He'll be listening. Hopefully he's down the hall still hanging out with us as we're running around. But look, hopefully everybody else is listening too. We love that show. And tomorrow, guys, and also a reminder, live show tomorrow from 3 to 6, back to 3 to 6. That's going to be weird. Banbury Golf Course in Eagle, one of our new proud sponsors. Looking forward to that out there promoting their new Harvey's restaurant, their old Harvey's restaurant, their new performance center. But the important thing you need to realize, and we'll get you the details tomorrow, we're giving away a pair of tickets, not season tickets, a pair of tickets to the home opener against Eastern Washington, and 3 more qualifiers for touchdowns for tickets, season tickets. And in the 5 o'clock hour, we'll pull out a winner. Change somebody's life ball game.
I'll even match that. Greg, what's coming up next?
Oh, I get to tease it.
No, what do we have? Yeah.
Well, we got the head football coach coming up next.
Boom.
The old ball coach.
Prater and I sat down with Spencer Danielson exclusively. He gave us his time, and
I'm looking forward to one answer. Next Sunday, Ashton Genty plays football on a Sunday morning. Does Spencer Danielson pick Ashton Genty, or Spencer Danielson? Does he pick Jesus?
Wow.
Jesus or Ashton Genty? I'm taking Genty. See ya at 2 o'clock. All kidding aside, Prater on the ball game, KTIK the ticket.
Sports Radio 95.3 FM and 1350 AM. The Ticket.
Looking for gold standard flavor? Head to Harvey's Restaurant at Banbury Golf Course, home of the legendary Phillips 24-karat finger steaks. Crispy, golden, and absolutely unforgettable. Swing by for the best happy hour in town every day from 2 to 6 p.m. Enjoy $2 off all drafts and all cocktails while soaking in the scenic views. Reservations are always accepted. Call 208-939-3600. Harvey's at Banbury, where great taste meets great times. See you at happy hour.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm. When you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
Connect with a local divorce attorney today. Text MEN99 to 32 32 32. MEN99 to 32 32 32. 999 West Main, Boise.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale. Now at AutoZone until September 22nd. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
From the RowPaint.com studio, your home of Prater and the Ballgame. Sports Radio, The Ticket. 1350 AM KTIK Napa, Boise. And on 95.3 FM, a Cumulus media station.
This hour sponsored by Ada County Paramedics. Emergencies are scary, but with Vital Ride, your ambulance bill won't be. 1-year membership, only $75, and covers your entire household. After your insurance kicks in, most members owe nothing. See adacountyparamedics.org and click Vital Ride.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studio, this is Ticket Traffic.
Traffic sponsored by Cobblestone Car Wash. One Epic Shine or Bluebird membership lets you watch at all of their combined locations. Epic Shine and Bluebird are better together and now serving Idaho with more locations. Powered by Cobblestone Car Wash. Thursday morning drive still looking very busy. Eastbound I-84 going through Meridian. Heavy merging delays at 10 Mile Road, Meridian Road, and Eagle Road. Inbound connector going into downtown Boise, seeing slowdowns at Chinden Boulevard, and that very well could be because of all the hot air balloons that are in the air.
For many of you listening, this is what you do. Boise State football is a huge part of you. The fabric of what you do, where you go, who you hang out with, how you spend your money. There's not anything else in this town. You got Boise State football. You take a radio gig in this town, you know you're talking about Boise State football. 365 days a year. You get 12 of these that you get today. A regular season game. We are kicking off the 2025 season. Welcome to Idaho Sports Talk, our special pregame edition. We'll take you all the way until 3 o'clock. And I don't know what type of season this is going to be, Bronco Nation. You text us and tell us, 208-424-9300. You more nervous for the team or the climate, the opponent? Let us know what you're up to on this fabulous kickoff Thursday, Prater. Here we are. We've talked about this game for months and months and months and months. Here in an hour and a half, they kick this sucker off. Holy smoke.
Yeah, it's going to be the longest 90 minutes. We're going to get you through the next 60 minutes. It's going to be pretty smooth, pretty fun. We got lots of fun stuff planned, but that 90 minutes until kickoff. Imagine if you're a player. That was, I don't do this very often, but going to bed last night or waking up this morning, you think, I wonder what those guys are doing. Are they sleeping? Can they sleep? How do you sleep? If Maddox Madsen has got to get up tomorrow morning and get up in the morning and go play a football game on live national TV in Tampa, Florida, with the whole weight of Boise State Bronco Nation on his shoulders, how much does he sleep? How much does he not sleep? Can some guys be peaceful at this, or is there just a lot of tossing and turning ball game?
ESPN, right? I mean, the first of a doubleheader on ESPN. 17 games today, guys. None have started yet. The first one is Boise State.
And 11 tomorrow, by the way. 28 games before we even get to the weekend.
And it's a loaded weekend.
Some people are saying this is the best opening weekend in the history of college football, which is exactly what needs to happen if we're going to play all these ridiculous college realignment, conference realignment, television ridiculous games.
100%.
That's why television is putting its greedy paws into this greatest sport in college, greatest sport on this planet in college football. So you better give me something in return. It looks like we might get it on Saturday.
Yeah, seriously, with this matchup, this is them encouraging you, schedule tough in the non-con. Great teams, play other great teams. Let's give everybody the best possible. Texas, Ohio State, it starts right there, but that's just one of a handful of really big games this season. 208-424-9300 on the Taco Bell hotline. This hour, not now, this hour, we will qualify one more contestant for touchdowns for tickets, Prater, and We'll hop on those Banbury Golf Course soapboxes and have some fun. But first, this is why you listen. It's Spencer Danielson, head coach. We talked to him earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, I had a chance to sit down with him in the Blaymar Football Complex. It was literally, we were in the recruiting lounge, and it was just the three of us. It was me, Johnny Ballgame, and Spencer Danielson sitting around the table and yucking it up a little bit, but then diving in and getting serious about this football game. So he knew we were recording it. There's a couple references to the kickoff at 90 minutes. We're not trying to fool anybody, but we're bringing you some really cool content. This exclusive interview, we tried to take it beyond the press conference stuff you've been hearing through all the fall camp. There's a little bit of that as he reassures you about this football team, talks about his confidences, his concerns, but certainly talking about South Florida as well and diving into a couple of other fun little topics.
So if you're listening to this show right now, you are at the perfect time. Prater on the ball game. Here is our exclusive sit down with Boise State head football coach Spencer Danielson.
Everything's in the crock pot. The paper's put to bed. It's 90 minutes before kickoff. What do you think's going to be racing around in your head?
Yeah, as you get that close to kickoff, especially game one, as a coach, what you battle is the what ifs, right? You kind of, as you go through fall camp and you grow your team, and all 135 FBS teams right now are all the same level, same deal, right? All high hopes and what you want to accomplish and how good you're going to be and what side's the ball going to perform at the highest level. As we get closer to kickoff, as we fly down to Tampa and as we play the game really today, I'm going to be at peace. I'm really proud of our process. That's been the biggest thing for me this offseason, man. Our process over outcome, right? Like, I believe in how our players have worked. I believe in how our staff has handled business. I trust the Lord in everything we do. When I talk to the team, it's going to be cut loose, boys. Like, the work is done, put it to bed. We're going to make mistakes. South Florida is going to make mistakes. We got to respond to adversity. They're going to have to respond to adversity. They're a really good football team. I believe we're a really good football team. And I just can't wait to put the ball down, and I don't want our players to play with any fear. I want them to absolutely cut it loose and be their best.
If there is, what scares you about South Florida? Good team.
Yeah, I think just like anything, every team has pros and cons, no different than us. What we got to battle first and foremost is the travel, the heat, the environment. Now, and just like I told our team, though, we don't control those things. I don't control if the stadium's packed or there's 5 people in the stands. I don't know what's going to happen. We're assuming it's going to be a packed house. I don't know if there's going to be a lightning delay, rain, heat through the roof, humidity. We are prepared for that. But that's something we got to be ready to respond to. South Florida, and I give their head coach, Coach Golich, a high regards, how he's built this team. They lost some guys, but, man, they reloaded. I think they have 55 new players on their team, really good transfers. I think they'll have one of the best quarterbacks we'll see all season long. And number 17. And so, they're loaded. They're going to be extremely talented. He's been able to keep his coaches, which I think is a huge deal that we've been able to do as well. So there's a lot of similarities. There's going to be a lot of speed on the field on offense. They want to run. They're one of the fastest offenses in the entire country, right? So our defense in all the elements has to line up, has to play with fundamentals and techniques. And on the flip side, their defense is one of the top defenses in the nation at creating takeaways. So they want to find a way to get the ball and take the ball away from our offense. And so they present a lot of issues that we got to deal with. And it's our job to make sure we do.
It's game day. Boise State at South Florida in Tampa. Kickoff at 3:30 right now. We got Spencer Danielson. Appreciate the time. And one more quick question looking back before we move ahead. But fall camp, and you're so big on consistency, but nothing always stays the same. How has this fall camp been different than your previous fall camp?
Yeah, Prater. That was a big thing going into fall camp. Like, I believe in consistency, like you said. I believe in process. I believe in our guys getting in rhythm. But that's also not the game we play all the time, right? Like, oh, everything is going well. Turnover. All right, let's go. Respond, put the fire out, right? That's the game we play. And so really try to do that in fall camp, right? From changing practice times on our guys to going in the indoor, to go through the heat, to hiking Table Rock randomly, to having a lightning delay in practice, to going on the blue and spraying Maddox Matson in the face with a water hose, right? Just life is going to throw punches at you, and especially this game, and especially game one is happening. We got to be able to respond, and our team is ready for that.
Let's dive into your roster. And it starts at least for us, with Maddox Matson. And such a big season, such a big opportunity ahead for Maddox Matson. You're not going to get stuck on the numbers, but is he capable of having a 3,000-yard, 30-touchdown season and getting better than he did last year?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I can't speak to the stats of what he's going to accomplish. I do know he's ready to be one of the best quarterbacks in the country, right? I believe that. I believe that in my soul. I believe that not just because I like the young man, which I love him dearly. I've seen him work, where I've seen what he was able to do last season and made, pivotal plays in our season to have us win a championship, go to the college football playoff. But even seeing him grow from January, February, spring ball, summer, how he's been able to step up as a leader, a unanimous captain for our team, right? He is ready to be that guy. And that's who he is. The moment's never too high for Maddox. It's never too low for Maddox. Like, he's going to be consistent. And just seeing him step into that role, I just can't wait to see him go show the nation.
Do you think you're a better head coach than you were an assistant coach?
That's a great question. I don't think I'm good as an assistant or as a head coach, to be honest with you, Johnny. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me the opportunity to be here. I'm a product of having great people around me, Johnny. I'm not that great at what I do. I'll underwhelm you the longer you hang out with me, okay? Just know that, all right? But we have great people here. I do believe that I'm called to this place to have an impact and change young men's lives. I believe that. Period. End of story. And using the vehicle of football to do that. At the end of the day, though, we are charged to run this race to win, and we are judged on 12 nights a year. And let's not get it twisted. When that ball gets put down in 90 minutes, our team's going to be ready. But to answer your question, if ever things go well for our football team, which they will, it's because we have a great staff. Because we serve a champion. If ever it doesn't go well, I screwed it up. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that.
All right, Spencer, let's play a game before the game. And all running backs in your running back room are healthy all season long. And you guys, strategy. You know what the scheme is. You know what this offense is going to be like. How you probably even got the first 15 plays. Well, of course you do. You got them all scripted and ready to go. With all that said, if the running backs do stay healthy, what will running back production look like this season from your 4 top running backs?
Yeah, Prater, we've talked a lot about that as a staff. I mean, we really like our stable going into game one. The majority of the load's going to be with Sire Gaines and Malik Sherrod, right? Exactly how the numbers – I mean, we're going to play the hot hand, right? I mean, Malik Sherrod's going to have a pivotal part of our return game, kickoff return and punt return. But I see our number one back is at Malik and Sai. I mean, they're going to get a ton of run. And then Dylan Riley's going to get a really good amount of run too. But I see the majority with Malik and Sai, and they're really good complements of each other, right? Some thunder and lightning. And Dylan Riley, though, man, is really coming to his own through last season, this offseason, through fall camp, been through a lot. So proud of the fall camp he had. And obviously we just gotta get Breezy healthy and get him rolling to be his best. So really, I like all 4 of those. So in regards to who's going to really see and get the production, I know the majority of it's going to be with Malik and Sire. With Dylan Riley, a huge part of that. And with Breezy, that's really the big asterisk, right? Like, can he be healthy? If he's healthy, man, he helps our football team. And he's a great kid. We got to keep him healthy and make sure he can play the whole season.
I'll kind of keep on that note. Malik Sherrod, I think part of the reason you brought him in to maybe add a dynamic special teams punch. And where is he right now? Kick returner, punt returner. I mean, we've seen him working with both in practice. I mean, is he going to be the guy?
Yeah. He's our starting kickoff returner and our starting punt returner. I mean, I believe he has an elite skill set to be one of the better ones we've ever had here. And we've had some good ones, right? So he better put on film. And if Avery Williams is listening, Avery, he has to still do it. So just hear me on that, right? But from what I've seen in practice, once again, have never coached him in a game, but from what I've seen in practice and what I saw live going against him at his previous school, I really do believe he's going to be bringing elite returner game to our special teams that we haven't really had here in a couple years.
You signed a new class in December. Everybody shows up in January. And for the last 8 months, we've been hearing a lot of fresh new names. Mm-hmm. Who are the new freshmen, the true freshmen who we can expect to see on the field, maybe today and certainly early on in the season?
Yeah, I really like our class we signed. I mean, I really do, Prater. And does that mean all of them are going to play the true freshman? No. I mean, we got a good football team, right? The goal is to get them here, grow them. Some are going to play now. Some are going to play today. Some might play in 4 games. Some might play next year. But I really like the mentality and the talent they have. A couple of true freshman names you're going to see today. I mean, it's Bobo. Bobo's going to get some run, and that is uncommon to play in our fronts as a true freshman. You talk about a young man that takes coaching, wants to be coach, wants to be elite, plays with an extremely high motor. Bobo future is very bright, and we're going to rely on him in a major way today. So that's one that comes to mind. You're going to see some really good special teams play from Sincere Bracken and Montetuioti too. I mean, those are 2 guys that we don't see them playing a lot on defense right now, but man, they've done a really good job as true freshmen in regards to special teams. And then you're going to see some guys kind of intermixed as we go through the season to have a little bit more bigger role in defense. Flipping to the offensive side of the ball, Quentin Brown's had a really good fall camp, right? He brings an elite top end speed, probably one of the fastest guys on our entire roster, and his consistency has grown, right? We'll see packages and how much he gets in, but he's ready to roll. And then Cumanti, who we call Cash, so Cash Williams, has been an absolute just dynamic player for us in fall camp. I mean, a guy that came here, didn't really know a lot to expect, really liked his film in high school, but when those taller receivers, you don't really know how they're going to develop and how quickly it's going to happen for him. He has been making play after play after play through his time here in fall camp, and he is going to play a lot for us as a true freshman.
Spencer Danielson here with us, Boise State, Prater on the ball game. You're really close with Nate Potter beyond football. He's going to call his first plays as lead offensive coordinator. I mean, how excited are you for Nate Potter and to hopefully take this offense to another level?
Yeah, Johnny, he's earned it, right? I believe that's a foundational piece of this program is everything you get here, you earn it. And Nate Potter has earned it. I mean, from his years playing here, his years as a GA, his years as an assistant, his years as a co-coordinator, it's time for Nate. And I really do believe he's one of the brightest football minds in the entire country. I believe he's a rock star in this profession, not just because of the brilliant mind he has football-wise, which I believe he does, how he connects these players, how he cares about the players, how he teaches them football, but also make sure he teaches them life, right? That's non-negotiable for me with our coaches. It's time for Nate. And I believe in how he's helped our offense evolve, how he's led our offensive staff, and how he's helped lead, been a pivotal leader on our entire team. So I can't wait to see our offense cut loose here in a little bit.
Let's stick with offense, and you guys think of everything and plan for everything. So I'm going to ask my dumb question of the day. Under what circumstances, not including injury or maybe he lost his helmet, under what circumstances do you ever see taking Cage Casey off the football field?
Not often. I can promise you that, Prater. Yeah, and not often. I mean, in a core championship teams, and I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Not good teams, championship teams. Their best players are always their best players, right? And you look at teams you play where you're like, man, this kid was really good in these couple games, and then kind of wasn't as good these last couple. Cage Casey is one of our best players. He will be our best player today and the next week, obviously barring injuries, right? Which the game we play, you'll go through those things. Cage Casey ain't coming off the field. Now we get up and we're rolling. Obviously we got to find ways throughout the season to make sure he stays healthy the whole year. He's done a great job making sure his body's ready for what's coming this year. But Cage Casey is a guy that I can't speak highly enough about because he's earned it, right? I think he's one of the best offensive linemen in the entire country.
I keep my fake little phony seating chart, not a depth chart, my seating chart. And the only backup that I haven't charted all season long is Cage's. And I know you don't like to talk about depth, but who the hell's his backup?
Good question. Yeah, I mean, right now we're kind of working through a couple of different swing guys, at either left tackle or right tackle. Kyle Cox would be the first offensive tackle in if anything happened, and he's ready for that. So, I mean, just like Coach, we got a plan for everything. Just like we talked about earlier in the environment, I can't predict what's going to happen in 90 minutes, but we are prepared for what can come, and so we're ready for however that shakes out.
The Chris Marshall story fascinates me, and I would ask you right now, hey, what type of year is he going to have? But I'm just going to keep it quick. What type of game do you think Chris Marshall can have against South Florida?
Very proud of the fall camp Chris has had. I mean, I've said this multiple times throughout from the start of fall camp, the consistency we need to see from him, talent and his skill set is elite. We need to see the consistent practice habits, how he trains, how he gets his body ready to roll. And through the month we've been at it, he's been nothing but everything we wanted him to be. And it's time for number 5 to cut loose. What's that going to look like? We will all be privy to see that here in 90 minutes, but he has earned it, and I think he's going to come on the scene in a major way. If he can stay at this, he's ready to be one of the top receivers we've had here.
You have 108 players on this team, and they're all your sons, but you just got emotional on your face answering that question. So when you ask about Chris Marshall, you get emotional about it. Who else on this team sparks emotions in your brain? I mean, like Chris Marshall just did.
Yeah, Prater. I mean, you guys know me. I'm an emotional guy in general because I love these kids. I care about their life. I really feel called here to have an impact on their life way more than football. Chris is one of those. You just see all he's been through and seeing just where his life can go to and who he is, not what he's done, who he is, and calling the best out of his life. I mean, we could be here all day talking about guys. I mean, Cage Casey, I'll get emotional talking about Cage. Maddox, seeing his run from having 2 offers out of high school and coming here and just continually counting out and proving people wrong. Jaden Virgin Morgan, number 40, redshirted. I thought he was soft his true freshman year, right? And he just did nothing but grow. Now he's one of the best edge players we've ever had here. Marco Notarini battled through injuries in his entire time here to be a captain and just an absolute elite human being. I mean, Ty Benefield, seeing how he practices. I mean, everyone's got a story. Everyone, the Bronco Nation or the media see what they see on Saturday nights or today, Thursday night. I'm privy to see him in the hard times, in the Januaries, the Februaries, and the girlfriend breaks up with him. Dylan Riley, dad passed away in the summertime. Man, these are real life that these kids are going through, and they still strap it up every day because they love their team. They love our community, and the best is still to come for them in their life. So if I keep going, I'm gonna cry on the radio, which sucks. Yeah.
When you first took this job, and I don't know if you remember this, but you made a joke about having a sloppy body. I think you use that exact phrase. You're obviously a little jacked up these days.
It's a good shirt, Prater. It's a good shirt.
Beyond the obvious health reasons, why is it important for you? I mean, why is that important to you?
Yeah. When I can be consistent with what I eat in our workouts, it has nothing to do with me, Prater, with how I look. I mean, I've been married 10 years now. My wife is an absolute rock star, and by the grace of God, she stays with me, right? It's for my mind. It's for me to keep my energy and my focus. It's a time too where I love listening to Audible books. So when I work out or I'm on the treadmill, I just go through really good books that pour into my mind. I'm all about what you feed your mind. And that's honestly why I work out, is to keep my energy, keep my vibrance, so I can be the best for our players and our staff.
Last question for me, and obviously faith is very important to you. So is Ashton Genty. I need an honest answer from you. What are you doing at 11 o'clock Sunday morning, September 17th, when Ashton Genty opens his season in New England?
I'm going to find a way to watch that, Brad. I promise you that. I don't watch a lot of NFL games, and I tell people that because that's a big, prep day for us. And then in the mornings, I try to get to church, make sure I'm with my family. But I got to find always a way to watch our players. And Ashton Genty, I ain't going to miss. I actually just talked to him earlier, and he's fired up to watch the Broncos.
Don't lie. Have you ever snuck your phone into church and used it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, I tell people, ask me all the time, like, you're a church guy. I'm like, I'm not a church guy. I'm a Jesus guy. And it ain't about religion and, I'm better than somebody because I go to church. Like, I'm a Jesus guy. And it's a relationship. And if I got to check my phone on a score, I'm checking a score, man. Let's go.
What's the final score going to be today?
Man, don't put me on the spot with that, Prater. I'm not making any predictions.
The gut feeling you have about this team.
I don't know. Like, it's game one. And I've been asked a lot about, like, what are the strengths of our team? What position groups do you like the best? We will find out in 90 minutes together, and let's talk after.
Spencer Danielson, exclusive interview right here on KTIK with Prater on the ball game, as we're about an hour and 10 minutes away from kickoff at Raymond James Stadium. Prater.
Yeah, appreciate Chris and Boise State and Spencer Danielson for putting that sucker together. We kind of poked our way into a very, very tight schedule, and appreciate that sit-down interview just a couple of days ago, and appreciate him having some fun with us about some serious topics that the fans want to know and goofing around a little bit. So appreciated that, and that was a lot of fun. And if we weren't in the mood for Boise State, South Florida, I think we are now. Ballgame.
How much does Bronco Nation love Spencer Danielson too, for the most part? I mean, the accessible, the positivity. I mean, parents must love, or hope, that their son gets a chance to play for a guy like that. I mean, special dude.
I was going to say, is there a more popular guy in Boise than the head coach of Boise State football when they're winning?
No, not at all.
So.
I mean, he's also the highest paid employee in the state. It's not even close.
Yep.
Yep. He's 15-3. That's
really
that's
good.
Pretty darn good as well. So we need. There's a lot of things to figure out. He's not quite to Chris Peterson status yet, but I think he surpassed Brian Harsin. I think we can go there, right, Ballgame?
I did the math, and it's something like he has to go, I think it's 7-0 or 8-0, and he'll officially have a better record than Chris Peterson after X amount of games. And that's insane, because we would have all said no one will ever do that again in this program, have the Chris Peterson type of record. What is it, 92-12?
Yeah, but don't forget Lyle Smith. He started like 57-0.
Yeah, he did. Lyle Smith was playing chess when the whole world was playing checkers.
That's why he's got a statue.
And built this thing at Boise State. 208-424-9300. One more time today. Let's play touchdowns for tickets. Greg needs caller number 15. You're going to come on and have a chance to become a Boise State football season ticket holder. You have to get qualified. The drawing is tomorrow. Who wants to play right now? Greg, caller 15 on KTIK The Ticket.
From the Beacon Plumbing Traffic Studio, this is Ticket Traffic.
Traffic sponsored by Cobblestone Car Wash. One Epic Shine or Bluebird membership lets you watch at all of their combined locations. Epic Shine and Bluebird are better together and now serving Idaho with more locations. Powered by Cobblestone Car Wash. Thursday morning drive still looking very busy. Eastbound I-84 going through Meridian. Heavy merging delays at 10 Mile Road, Meridian Road, and Eagle Road. Inbound connector going into downtown Boise, seeing slowdowns at Chinden Boulevard, and that very well could be because of all the hot air balloons that are in the air.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time, like car wash. Right now, you can save 20% on the Armor All Complete Car Wash Kit. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Save big during Labor Day at Lowe's. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, buy more to get up to an additional 20% off. Shop even more savings with 3 Stay Green 1 cubic foot vegetable and flower garden soil bags for $10. This Labor Day, take care of your home for less at Lowe's. We help, you save. Valid through 9/3. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection varies by location. Select locations only. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details.
This is Pete Cavender for the Spa and Sauna team at Snake River Pool and Spa. As a former Boise State Bronco offensive lineman, I sure wish I discovered Snake River Pool and Spa years ago. They offer so much every day with world-class wellness, including a wide range of infrared and traditional saunas and cold plunges. Now that's refreshing. If Boise State trusts Snake River Pool and Spa for their aquatic needs, shouldn't you? Snake River Pool and Spa. They make it easy to take it easy in Boise, Nampa, Meridian, Twin Falls, and now open in Haley.
Enjoy a great weekend of baseball as your Boise Hawks take on the Missoula Paddleheads for the final 3 games of the season. A weekend of fireworks and family fun with the Saturday night concert series in the Garden at Memorial Stadium starting at 5:45 p.m. featuring pregame concert with Dylan Anatok and happy hour drink specials. Sunday is Albertson's Kids Club Day and Dollar Dog Day. $1 hot dogs all game long. Summer baseball at its best. Your Boise Hawks. The best family fun. Play ball.
Are you remodeling or making repairs on your house or condo? Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center.
If you're DIYing it, the expenses can start to add up. Paint, tools, lumber, and pizza for your helpers. If you need some extra cash to finish the job, try don'tbebroke.com. At Dollar Loan Center, we make getting a signature loan stress-free and easy. Whether you need a couple $100 for a week or $5,000 for a year, it's free to apply at the DLC. Stop by one of our 60 locations. Apply over the phone with a real person or online at don'tbebroke.com from the comfort of your smartphone.
Dollar Loan Center.
Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Licensed by the Idaho Department of Finance. Subject to approval, limitations may apply. See website for details.
Keep your eye on the ball, or in your case, on the road when you listen to Prater in the Ballgame. Who knows? They may just hit it out of the park.
Touchdowns for tickets. Let's see if we can qualify our third contestant today. He's on the Taco Bell hotline. David in Boise, an hour before kickoff. David, you have an opportunity to potentially become a Boise State season ticket holder. Pretty sweet, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Excited.
What are you doing tonight for the game, David, or today?
I have it DVR'd, so I'm going to finish it when I get off. Go home and watch it when I get off work. A couple of pops.
It's very nice. Love that.
Do you when you do that, David? Do you hide your phone? What do you do for him? Would you have any nerdy friends that will text you after every big play of this game?
I'm sure I do, but I'm hoping they'll all understand that when I don't respond, that I'm ignoring them.
I hope so too, David. Let's see. Well, maybe you'll bring one of them to a future Boise State game because you might become a Boise State season ticket holder. Here's what we're going to do. David, we're going back to the Utah State Boise State game last year on Black Friday. Greg Frank has the clip. He's pausing it halfway through. Going to come back to you and say, does the clip end in a touchdown? If you guess correctly, David, you're qualified for tomorrow's drawing. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, Greg, let's roll it.
Kickoff taken by Riley. Riley to the 20, Riley to the 30.
Ooh. Yes or no? David in Boise, where are you going with this thing? Yes or no?
I'm going to say no.
Kickoff taken by Riley. Riley to the 20, Riley to the 30. He is gone. Boise State is going to get a kick return for a touchdown from Dylan Riley.
Bad breaks and crooked refs.
Dang it.
Ah, David. Dang it, man. That was probably Bob Beeler's, least excitable kick return call of his 40-year career, because it was one of those where he was just gone right in a split second and was just, see ya, to the house, nothing but blue pasture.
Bobby got me that time.
Appreciate the call. Good stuff there. David in Boise, keep trying. You can qualify as many times as you want, Prater. Tomorrow when we're at Banbury Golf Course, we'll be there live tomorrow. We're talking about some really cool stuff, but we'll still qualify 3 more potential contestants for touchdowns for tickets.
Ballgame, no 3 for 3 yet? I don't think this week.
Not this week, Greg.
Yeah, that would have been 3 for 3 today.
Not this week. Yeah.
Dang it. Close. So close. Also tomorrow, guys, don't forget we're giving away a pair of tickets just to the season opener, which we'll do all season long for individual home games. But tomorrow it starts individual games, 2 pairs or 1 pair to the Boise State season opener, again, a home opener against Eastern Washington in a couple of weeks. So we'll start that contest tomorrow.
All right. Again, Boise State football kicks off in an hour, another season. How many seasons you've been following this team? We get it. Most of our listeners, this is your team. You don't have a lot of stuff coming up with Boise, with other sports coming around. You have Boise State football, Prater. This town does. And they're in South Florida, Tampa to be exact, and Maddox Madsen is going to start his 19th game as a Boise State Bronco, and I will just start there with you right now. I'm hoping. Let's see how Mad Dog plays today, but a great game from Maddox Madsen in the opener on a victory. That's going to do a lot, I think, for a lot of people, if in fact that does go down like that tonight. Mad Dog playing well and Boise State winning.
Yeah, I think Mad Dog will play well. I mean, that doesn't mean he's going to make a couple mistakes. Maybe they'll be costly mistakes. We'll see. I happen to think Boise State's going to win this game by double digits, and Maddox is going to have a pretty good game, but we'll see how it plays out. Think about this. Maddox Madsen is going to be the quarterback if all goes according to plan. How many games did you say he's played?
He's started 18. He's 15-3.
He's got
wait, he's 13-2.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
He's 13 of 15.
So he started 15 games.
So this is number 16 tonight.
He's got 28 to 30 more games to go if all goes according to plan. He's like a third of the way through his career. This guy could be a 3-year starter with at least 28 games to go starting today. So what a fascinating story that Maddox Madsen is.
Other than Kellen, who's started the most games at quarterback for Boise State? I mean, because the doggy, he's going to have 3 full seasons plus a bonus start against, and people don't remember this, but he started against New Mexico. That was Andy Avalos' final game. Boise State won hands down. Mad Dog got hurt in that game. He missed the rest of the season, but that's still his game and that's still his start. So how do you expect Maddox Madsen to play? Are you more nervous or excited right about now? Let's hop on them Banbury Golf Course soapboxes and tell you all about this season on KTIK The Ticket.
This is Idaho Sports Talk with Prater and the Ballgame, brought to you by RowPaint.com. For over 24 years, RowPaint.com has provided high-quality paint and coating solutions for commercial, residential, industrial, and concrete surfaces. Power in people, pride in painting. Sports Radio, The Ticket.
It's 1 hour until the Boise State football game. Sponsored by Chicago Connection Pizza. Serving deep dish pizza, Chicago Connection has been a Treasure Valley tradition for 43 years. Tailgating or watching at home? Chicago Connection. It's how you want your pizza.
Banbury Golf Course, the premier public course in the Treasure Valley, is going another level with their new performance center featuring TrackMan simulators and state-of-the-art Quintic ball roll systems. The center will feature golf simulation, club and putter fittings, club repair and regripping, including Mitchell club bending machines for putters, irons, and hybrids. The Performance Center will offer golf lessons utilizing both TrackMan and Quintic ball roll systems. Join them Friday for the grand opening of their new Performance Center at Banbury Golf Course.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and an 8% kick of alcohol. Dial up the fun with Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted. Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is Pete Cavender for the Spa and Sauna team at Snake River Pool and Spa. As a former Boise State Bronco offensive lineman, I sure wish I discovered Snake River Pool and Spa years ago. They offer so much every day with world-class wellness, including a wide range of infrared and traditional saunas and cold plunges. Now that's refreshing. If Boise State trusts Snake River Pool and Spa for their aquatic needs, shouldn't you? Snake River Pool and Spa. They make it easy to take it easy in Boise, Nampa, Meridian, Twin Falls, and now open in Haley.
Have you actually ever seen anyone stand on a soapbox before they scream? Me neither. Here's Prater and the Ballgame with the 90-second soapbox.
Well, let's get you hungry. And I'm talking about Banbury Golf Course and Harvey's Restaurant, home of the Phillips 24-karat finger steaks. Going to chew some of those up tomorrow at Banbury Golf Course. And I just want to say on this soapbox, Boise State football. I never would have expected you'd be so close to my life professionally, personally. I mean, when I was up at the University of Idaho, I liked Boise State. I actually respected them. I wasn't like a normal Vandal fan where it's like, I'm going to celebrate a Boise State loss more than a Vandal win. Those Vandals are idiots, if you ask me. No, I've always respected Boise State. Heck, I was a Boise State fan before I became a Vandal. So I have a special place there. But I just wanted to say it's nice covering a team, a one-town team that has the passion that Boise State fans do. They care. And the care factor is big time in college football because programs that don't have no chance, especially in this climate. And it's not as easy to care anymore. Stinking college football, they've done everything they possibly can to take you away from the sport, to make it lame, to make it unfair, to make the haves have more and the have-nots have less. They've done everything they can to take that from you. And we're going to see it all weekend starting in an hour. College football back in the power of the field and the field of play and these games, the power of a college football game. I'm ready for the ride again. I told Prater earlier, in a week, it's going to feel like Thanksgiving for me. These football seasons fly by, and I can't wait. It's part of the reason I love this job. Get off it.
I've been very open and very honest and very consistent, which are not three of my favorite best qualities about Jeremiah Dickey when it comes to scheduling. I think it's the weakest thing that he does. Matter of fact, I think he's kind of poor at it, and I've told him that. We've had lots of conversations. I don't like the way Jeremiah Dickey builds his football schedule. I respect it, I get it, but I don't like it. He inherited a bigger problem for me in terms of so many games, and so many people have talked about it, and this has been talked about for so long. Why does Boise State keep opening up on the road? Again, it's going to happen today in about 40 minutes when Boise State's in Tampa, Florida. Let me take you back to 2016. Boise State goes to Louisiana. And then 2018, they go to Troy. 19 to Florida State. 21 to Central Florida. Couple of games, at least regionally here, Washington and Oregon State before last Georgia Southern. And it gets worse, guys. Not only did they go to South Florida this year in 1 hour, next year it's at Oregon, nice game, but then they got two more games. In 2027, as the schedule fits right now, it's Appalachian State on the road as your opener, and in 2028, it's Cincinnati on the road as an opener. Yeah, your next home opener, your next season opener at home is 2029 against Cincinnati, but then in 2030, you go back on the road to Memphis. So here we go again. Jeremiah, you've got to fix this. I can't stand the fact that Boise State constantly opens up on the road. That's 13 seasons of football, and 11 times Boise State is going to open up on the road if you include the past and these next couple of games, and 8 of those are at least 2 time zones away. That's not good. That's not responsible. That's not smart scheduling. It's not good for the fans. It's not good for the players. It's not good for the program. And I don't understand how Boise State got into this. This can't be anybody's policy. This can't be a thing at Boise State. Again, Jeremiah Dickey inherited a lot of those games, and he had nothing to do with the original ones, but it continues, and it's ridiculous, and it's dumb. Home openers should be at Boise against Eastern Washington. That's how schedules are built, guys. And then you go off and play these games. I admire their courage of doing it. And you know what? They haven't been bad. Their record in their last 9 openers, they're 6-3. They lost 3 in a row, Washington, Oregon State, and Central Florida between 21 and 23. But their record on the road is 4-3 in those 2 time zone games. So that's not a good way to start. Again, some of those years were the lean years, the Avalos years, the COVID year. Well, COVID year, they opened it up at home against Utah State, so that one doesn't even really count. Boise State, get it fixed. Jeremiah, you've got to take care of business. I don't care if you have to blow up the schedule in 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30, of which you're going to have to do because you're moving into a conference and everything's going to change. Stop scheduling games in Florida. Stop scheduling games in the South. Stop scheduling games, home openers, season openers, 2 time zones away. Bring home openers back to Boise. That needs to be the Broncos' newest tradition.
Sports Radio 95.3, The Ticket.
Update brought to you by Remarkable Roofing. Choose Remarkable Roofing for top-notch roofing services and expert insurance advocacy. Trust us to protect your home and ease the claims process. Visit us at remarkableroofingllc.com to schedule your free consultation today. Your roof, our priority. All right, let's begin with the schedule today. Of course, Boise State now in less than an hour opens its season in Tampa against the University of South Florida Bulls at Raymond James Stadium. A couple of other Mountain West teams in action today. Wyoming heads to Northeast Ohio, a 5 p.m. Mountain Time kick in Akron. That's right, Wyoming at Akron. That game kicking off in a little over 2 hours from now. And then it is San Diego State hosting one of our favorite teams, I'll just say, the Stony Brook Seawolves. No, I'm only kidding. I still don't even know if a sea wolf is real. We were joking about that earlier, but it's Stony Brook visiting San Diego State at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. That game kicks off. So San Diego State and Wyoming are the other Mountain West teams in action today. And if you are watching Boise State on television, following Boise State USF, it will be Nebraska and Cincinnati on ESPN. So those are some of the highlighters from the schedule today.
Ballgame, when we do Bronco game night here in about 5 hours over on KBOI, Boise State's official post-game call-in show. Ballgame and I are hosting it for the 6th consecutive year. Cannot wait to hear from you guys. But remind me to turn on the Mountain West Network, if I can even find that stupid thing, and watch the optics of the San Diego State game, a season opener, a home opener against Stony Brook.
Yuck.
10,000 people?
Dude,
15,000 people?
No
a
way.
half-empty stadium?
In Snapdragon to go see the Stonies. Yeah, 10,000, I guess.
15 if it's a home opener, season opener.
Yeah, and that might be a future soapbox. When this thing becomes the Pac-12, San Diego State, get some freaking people in that stadium. A beautiful stadium or not, whatever. Get some people to show up for your games.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, Stony Brook? Greg. Stinking Stony Brook.
All right, well, the college football season may be getting underway, but there was some college basketball news announced less than an hour ago. Jay Wright is stepping away from his role with CBS Sports and TNT. He announced on his Twitter, again, less than an hour ago, says he wants to focus on his role as the special assistant to the president at Villanova and spend more time with family. Seems like the kind of thing you hear when you're just kind of ready for a change. And, he had a couple years in broadcasting after coaching, and now I guess we're not going to see a lot of Jay Wright in the public eye.
Probably didn't like the job. I don't know if a guy like that was built for TV. Good-looking dude, smart, good dude. I don't watch a lot of that stuff, but for whatever reason, I was able to watch plenty of him. He did a game at Boise State, didn't he? A couple of years ago, if I remember. I thought I saw him roaming around Boise State at a game. But what a great ambassador for the sport. And go play golf. Go spend more time playing golf.
All right, couple NFL headlines as we get out of Dodge here on the update. Guys, the American Gaming Association has announced just how much money it is expecting to be legally wagered in the United States in all of the legal sports books. Want to take a guess at how big that number is?
What's the window? Like from this football season or
for the coming football season?
For college or pros or combined?
The NFL. So just on the national football.
Legal money gambled this year on NFL football games.
Correct.
I'm going to go you got a number ball game?
No.
I mean, there's 35 states. I believe it's 33 or 34 states that have legalized gambling. And I guarantee you every single one of those states, the focus is on NFL. And I guarantee you every one of those states, the number of money that's gambled is well over $1 billion. I'm going to go $25 billion.
You're close. 30 billion.
30. Wow.
Yeah. So that number released today by the American Gaming Association, expecting NFL bettors to wager approximately $30 billion on the league this season with the legal sports books in the United States. And lastly, it seems like perhaps the wheels are moving a little bit on the Micah Parsons front as the Cowboys are now letting the rest of the league know they are willing to listen on trade offers. No deal imminent, but however, Dan Graziano, Todd Archer, and Adam Schefter all reporting that the Cowboys would like to resolve this situation one way or another in the coming days. Of course, 1 week from today, Dallas visits Philadelphia in the season opener. So it seems like if there is a Micah Parsons trade, they'd like it to happen in the next 48 to 72 hours. Perhaps it's a holiday weekend news dump. We shall see. That's a look at the news brought to you by Remarkable Roofing.
Great stuff, Greg Frank. We're going to go to feedback finale. Your last chance. Hey, if you're catching this show, maybe in a time that you never catch this show and you're able to listen or watch us on YouTube on IST, we need to hear feedback. What do you think? Text 208-424-9300. Program that number into your phone. It's the Cloverdale Plumbing text line. We'll tell you about the greatest food truck ever and get to the feedback finale on Prater in the ball game.
The Labor Day garage sale at McHugh Sports is dropping August 25th through September 1st. Snowboards and gear are up to 40% off. Capita, Solomon, K2, Arbor, Jones, and more are all on sale. Plus, shop and save up to 75% off sale items and 40% off spring and summer. 1 week, huge savings. Don't miss out. Located downtown Boise, next to the Capitol.
McHugh Sports, it's time to play outside.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. It's the Sleep Number biggest sale of the year. All beds on sale up to 50% off the limited edition smart bed. Plus free premium delivery with any smart bed and adjustable base. Ends Labor Day. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Turn things all the way up and find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textingterms.us. Texting enrolls you for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply, stop to opt out.
There's a lot on the line. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country. When you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
Connect with a local divorce attorney today. Text MEN99 to 32 32 32. MEN99 to 32 32 32. 999 West Main, Boise.
It's Feedback Thursday. This is where we feed back all of the brilliant points, stats, and facts from the greatest listeners in sports talk radio history. Okay, we're sucking up a bit. Let's get
Feedback finale brought to you by the Getting Spot, home of the Berea grilled cheese, locally inspired food and flavors, rotating soup, salads, and specials. Follow their socials for the up-to-date menu information and creations. Their permanent location is at the Idaho River Sports. Okay, let's get to the feedback. A lot of it today on the Cloverdale Plumbing text line, and we begin with Hot Nicole in right at noon. Love to have you guys on at noon. Happy game day, LFD.
Hot Nicole, great to have you in another football season. Hot Nicole, one of our favorite listeners, and won a few things on Rock Chalk and touchdowns for tickets. And enjoy the season, Hot Nicole. Good stuff.
On we roll here with Tim, the pizza guy. I work until 3, but I got the DVR set to record, and I will be listening to you guys as much as possible. I'm a Domino's delivery guy out in Eagle. Guys, I got to say, DVR these days, for me, it's risky. I mean, the amount of exposure I have, I'm on my phone all the time.
You got to get rid of your phone.
Yeah.
As Johnny knows, I'm the complete opposite. I would consume 80% of all my sports on tape, and I've never been burned because it's an easy police, guys. Just put your phone away. Put your phone away.
Yeah.
You don't have to have your phone during a 3-hour football game. It's the easiest thing to do.
What if you want to talk to your friends about the game?
Yep.
Just watch the game. Talk to your friends after the game.
Jared in Boise took a half day today, getting a haircut, hit the gym, BSU game at home. That sounds like a productive half day.
Beautiful.
Sounds like a productive whole day.
Whole day. Yeah. Fair enough.
Tomorrow's going to be a kick-ass Friday, too, if Boise State fans, if they get what they want, a victory, and then you can kind of ease into the weekend. It's perfect, Greg Frank.
Oliver, I like this one. Watching from the beachside hot tub in Myrtle Beach while on vacation.
Whoa.
Pretty nice.
Hopefully there's some golf in that guy's round. That's pretty cool, man. Hot tubs, golf, and Boise State football.
There you go. That sounds like a great way to end the summer on a holiday weekend starting maybe already. Trevor in Meridian, no matter what the outcome is today, whether win, loss, we need to forever stop going to the Hurricane Belt as the first games of our season. We should do what every other FBS team does and schedule, I can't even pronounce the name of the community college that he texted, but schedule a community college to get the kinks out and then ball against better competition. Sick of it. Prater, you kind of echoed that sentiment.
100% agree. I'm tired of Boise State going down there. So it's a character builder. I'm not sure how they got into this trend of road trips to the south, 2 time zones away, and that's going to continue for the next 3 years, guys.
Postal Grandpa at work, nothing stops the U.S. mail. Why worry about watching the game when you can get the best radio call in sports? Thanks for the pregame.
Nice.
That's what we're there for. Andy in Boise is confident, listening from my garage, deluxe nachos in the oven, and pollo asada heading to the grill. Loving the early show. Boise State 35, South Florida 17. Levi and Meridian, you're right, Prater. BSU has done a great job in the past of handling the early season travel, heat, storms, etc. And I had zero doubt that Spencer Danielson covered every aspect to ensure that those factors don't play a role in the outcome. But those were different teams, different players, different coaches, etc. I don't personally believe that just because teams plus years ago handled it well also means that this team will do the same, unfortunately. I hope.
Yeah, no, I agree. Past results have nothing to do with something that's going to start in 45 minutes. So this is a whole chapter.
John in Boise can't call because I work up with 8 straight poor call quality, but I started work at 5 p.m. so I can head out at about 2 to watch the game. We always have a watch party, and I've had friends all week texting, asking if we're watching the game on Thursday night. We'll have the TV on, but listen to Bob and Pete Cavender on the radio.
Spectacular. That's how I do it. I love listening to Bob and Pete.
Dan in Eagle, and we will have Pete on the show tomorrow as part of Idaho Sports Talk.
Brand new season-long segment.
Exactly. Dan in Eagle says, Ballgame, excited for Chris Marshall having to be physically separated from a South Florida defender for trash talking. Nervous about what decision will be made when it comes to 4th and 5 or less within the South Florida 25-yard line. Go Broncos.
Those are legit concerns. I'd love to see Chris Marshall get 5+ catches tonight and whatever yards come with that. I'd love to see them draw something up for him if they get inside the 5-yard line. He was unstoppable in fall camp there. Prater, let's see how much they need Chris Marshall tonight to win this game. Clearly, he's the receiver 1 here, and hopefully he can have a decent game tonight if they need him to.
They don't need him to win this football game, but I would also be disappointed if he only got 5 catches. And by the way, in that scenario, what did you say, 3rd and 5? 4th and 5?
4th and 5 inside the South Florida 25.
That's easy. Maddox Madsen to Matt Lauder.
Yeah. Move the sticks.
We're nervous about the kicking on this team. Prater
how
and
can
I.
you not be?
Yeah.
I mean,
we're nervous.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big way to manage the game and plus territory there. Boise Doug says, and I also am a little surprised by this. Surprised average attendance for home games last year for South Florida. Any guesses?
7. I'll go 23.
37,944.
Yeah,
I think that they're fudging that.
Let's see what the
But nonetheless, I mean, you do play in an NFL stadium. But the G6 program get 38,000. I don't know about that. And let's go with Tyree from the Res. Afternoon off, watching Boise State at home with pizza, wings, cold one. Cheers, fellas. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
All right, Tyree from the Res. Still one, Greg.
And one more, Cam and Boise. Get Jesus or Genti is cracking me up. Yeah, I like that.
That was kind of fun.
They cracked me up too.
All right, there is your feedback finale, and hope you enjoyed us 3 hours getting you ready for the home opener of the 2025 season. But Prater, we're going to be back on the mic tonight after the game, but you got to go to KBOI to find us.
You do. And let us know in the meantime, guys, if you like the 3-hour YouTube broadcast, we'll do that more of that in the future, maybe as we kind of experiment with this forum. Yes, and Bronco game at about 8 o'clock, taking your phone call. We'll put it out on social media. We'll get you the number. We need 90 minutes of passionate phone calls after Boise State kicks some butt in South Florida.
All right, tomorrow at Banbury Golf Course, where tickets to give away. See you in a few hours. Yeah.
Sports Radio 95.3 FM, 1350 AM. The Ticket. No matter how bad your day is, there's one perfect way to fix it. Join Idaho Sports Talk with Prater in the Ballgame Wednesdays